Oh, the WWE continues to build Shane McMahon like he's the WWE champion. Shane McMahon might be the WWE champion soon, according to many sources. Will Shane McMahon become the WWE champion? That is, like I said, very possible from, the rumors that are out there. Would explain why the guy has got so much TV time. It's almost like they're leaving him out there as long as they can to get heat, and whatever. I guess. I think it's still unnecessary how much the guy's been left out there or put out there, but wish I could get into the sound device on my computer to fix something that I have a problem with, but it's not really working. WWE Stomping Grounds is coming up, and ticket sales, man, they look like fuck. Wait till I show you guys the fucking ticket sales of this piece of shit. It is absolutely fucked, the ticket sales. So we're gonna take a look at the ticket sales. Fucking Stomping Grounds is a retarded name. It's probably why nobody wants to go to the goddamn thing. What else is there? Real quick, the SmackDown ratings are just fucking taking a nosedive, Ultimate Warrior promo style. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit. I know that we have Jake DeMarco in the house tonight. He's masturbating in front of his neighbors, which is, we're taking bets on whether or not he will be arrested for that tonight. We're going to find out if Jake DeMarco, oh my God, indeed will be arrested for what he's been doing all day long in front of his neighbors. Nobody's called the police yet, and I'm willing to bet that nobody will. Look at that. Oh, wait a second. Oh. I don't even know if we can show that. But that being said, all this and more on Outta Nowhere. Chris Jericho. I'm becoming. Judas in my mind. transgender. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Outta Nowhere episode 158. And now, Connor from Kayfabe will not be here tonight. I was talking to him earlier, and he said that the Bruins depressed him so bad he crawled back into bed, and he will be here next week. So that's literally what he said. So, I mean, I don't blame him. And who knows how long until I just decide to end this show tonight and get the fuck off the air, because I just don't want to be here. But that being said, someone who also doesn't want to be here, wants to be masturbating instead, is Jake DeMarco. Hello, Jake.
Wants to be or is masturbating?
Oh, well, I mean, you know, because of YouTube, we can't say you are. Because that would be that'd be a problem, yeah. Now, we could say that you were, you know, maybe you were
Past
before.
tense. I didn't know we were live. You know, so
yeah,
long as we don't film anybody in a bathroom, we're good to go.
Sean did know he was posting that video when he posted his dick to all those 12-year-olds that follow
underage children.
Yeah.
Now they're blaming Dr. Disrespect's cameraman for following him into the bathroom. That's why he got banned from Twitch. Craziness.
Wait a minute.
See all that madness?
I didn't know he got banned from Twitch.
Yeah, he got banned. I don't know. They say banned, but it could mean suspended. It's weird over there, you know. But
well,
he got banned. I think it's just temporarily. We don't know for how long.
Then that's not see, that's ridiculous, because like,
that's not banned.
Twitter suspends you. Twitter suspends you, but it means you're banned.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but Twitter suspends you indefinitely. That's banned. And Twitch bans you, but that's suspended. It's you gotta love it.
Can someone use the same fucking language we all agreed
same
upon?
Terminology. Use the appropriate terminology here, the correct terms. But they went ahead and the cameraman followed him into the bathroom while they had a real life stream going on. You know, just like a vlog type thing at E3, and I guess you're not supposed to film people. One in I think they were California, wherever they were, or Las Vegas, one of the two, Nevada. And plus there were people using the bathroom around him at urinals and stuff like that. And there was a little kid going to the bathroom. So they broke a whole ton of laws.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
And they're live streaming.
The cameraman, because I guess he did say the camera guy to stay outside. But he was like making a skit out of it, too. So
yeah,
it wasn't like he was unaware that the camera guy followed him in. I think he just said it to cover his ass. Like, oh, stay out there.
He threw the fucking cameraman into the bus.
Pretty much, but this guy can go to jail for up to, I think they said 2 years earlier. It's pretty crazy.
I think he'll get I think that won't happen, because like they'll they'll realize he made a mistake. I mean, probably because if he doesn't have any record of this, he's gonna be like, I carried away. I was filming something. I'm an idiot. Like, I mean, it is dumb. Like, I mean, you should know. Like, oh, we're broadcasting on Twitch. Oh, let's just go into a public bathroom now.
Yeah, with children.
I get how you could. I do get how you could get caught up and be like, "Oh, this is not a big deal," but then there's the other part of it that when you do get in trouble, you just go, "What the fuck was I doing?
Yeah,
why did I do that?"
Be funny because he's so tall that he stands over the stalls, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
so that was like the skit that they were trying to portray, but what are you gonna do? You know, I just thought it was funny though that
another white male, fucking assholes.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, and the girls the girls can rub cream all over their tits.
The girls get away with everything. Literal murder. They don't have a problem.
I get this though. This is like you can't avoid this. They went into a public bathroom, so like, I mean, you know, I get that.
The females, forget about it. I like that YouTube channel. It's a Gundam. He lays it all out nicely. You know, the men have no chance over on Twitch.
Yeah, it's funny how the world's changed. But hey,
yeah,
here comes Kane.
Got Kane coming down the aisle. Broken Lion.
It's broken. I'm donating. It's Broken Lion.
You beast. Hey Joe, Jake and Connor. Oh, cheer up Joe. You can always rewatch Raw to make you feel better. Kayfabe.
Broken Lion, thank you for the 666, man. I appreciate it. Broken Lion, thank you, man. Also, shout out to Broken Lion, who once again is a $25. Holler if you hear him. Associate producer on the Patreon on the Joe Cronin Show. So Broken Lion, man, thank you very much for dropping the $25 on the Patreon again. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're a beast, Broken Lion. Thanks, man. It's really good. And now the 666 man, because Kane's a fucking piece. He's a guy, all right.
Yeah. One of the things I definitely want to get into earlier on Instagram, Velveteen Dream kind of went off on some of the fans and wrestling critics, and it was pretty epic. He said a lot of interesting things. So Big Mike screenshotted the entire story for me and sent it to us.
Nice,
so thank you to Big Mike WRS on Twitter for doing that for me. I didn't see it when it was up live. By the time I came back, parts of it were down already, but it's very lengthy.
I'm sorry, super chats weren't working for a second, everybody. I apologize. I have the super chats. The super chats are now working. I apologize.
You fixed it.
I fixed it. I'm going to have to go back to the ones I missed. I'm sorry. It was set to corrupted. But yeah, I saw one of them, only one of them, but he said more than one thing, so he went off a lot more than I thought on fans. Yeah. I'm asking because I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went off. It was a big, long story thread that he put up. There's probably about 20 pages, I think.
Why don't notice it's all the guys, the people who like are getting pushed by something that are like, fuck you idiots, because Lacey Evans is getting pushed, so she agreed with Road Dogg shitting on my thing. Velveteen Dream agrees, goes after the fans because he's living it up right now. So he's like, this is great. He's not even on the main roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, go on the main roster and tell me this. He only has one tweet.
Who, Velveteen Dream?
Yeah.
He had deleted all of his tweets not long ago, so I don't know if that's still the case.
Did he go off on people on Twitter?
No, it was on Instagram. He posted a huge plethora of stories.
Oh, there's nothing on fucking...
Yeah, it's all on Instagram, and I don't know if it's still up or not, because part of it was down by the time I got there. But thanks to Big Mike, he screen capped all of it for me.
Somebody was like, don't do that. Stop attacking the fans.
That and the story thing, too, just like on other platforms like Facebook, and it's all timed, so it goes away after a while anyways.
He is really going off. He's got a bunch of these things posted, I think.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. So it's interesting what he has to say, too, so we'll get into that. But I know you mentioned the tickets right off the bat. They are completely underperforming like you would not believe. And they're charging more than you would expect.
Wait a minute. Let's take a step back. I want to go back to the Velveteen thing. I don't want to skip to the tickets yet. Let me read.
I was teasing the Velveteen thing, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You want to do that first, or we'll do the tickets first?
Either way. They're both good stories.
Go for the tickets. All right.
Yeah, because I looked into this as soon as you were talking about it, and they're charging a crazy amount for some of these seats. I mean, one of the ringside seats directly, not resale, directly, was $750. And you're like, all right, well, it's a pay-per-view. You get to keep the chair, stuff like that. That's not the point, though. The show hasn't been built for hardly at all. You're coming off of at least Money in the Bank. Like, you don't really need many marquee matchups.
Joe, if Jake gives you a happy ending, will you feel better?
No. Broken Lion, thanks for the 316, man. I'm sorry, I thought I paused these, but Broken Lion, a new $25 producer, of the Joe Cronin Show, as he has been for a year, I believe. So Broken Lion, man, welcome back to that. Thank you, man, for the support. As always, he is the badass, the beast, the berserker, the Broken Lion. Thank you, Broken Lion.
I gave Joe 2 happy endings, and he's still not happy. Can't blame him, though. I was expecting to see Joe swang from the rafters when he came on.
Hey, at least I'm here, man. At least I'm here. Connor's in a fucking coma. So I mean, hey,
Connor's in a daze.
And he might hang himself in North Andover tonight. Go ahead, fucking Jake. I'm sorry, man.
No, but you figure the pay-per-view hasn't been built for at all. It's barely established. I think there's 5 matches on the card entirely. They're all rehashes. There's nothing new, nothing that anybody wants to really get excited for or see. So sadly, there's no interest, and the name itself is silly. It's a perfect storm of shit working against WWE at this point in time. They went from when you have Money in the Bank, WrestleMania, there's certain pay-per-views that you can get away with. Hell in a Cell, people like the Cell, so that one works, or Elimination Chamber, because you're getting 2 chamber matches or 2 Hell in a Cells. The Royal Rumble, you kind of know what you're getting, so it's okay to just buy the tickets. WrestleMania, you're going to see some legends, you're going to see stuff like that, so it works out well. But for these type of, C-level pay-per-views in the middle, the Great Balls of Fire and Stomping Grounds and things of that nature, you really got to try and sell it hard. You got to make people interested, and they've done nothing. And I know they've only had really 1 week. They've had this week, and then next week's the go home, because they had the Saudi show to build for with Super Showdown. And there they had, a ton of big. The Undertaker and Goldberg was the main event. So now trying to sell Shane McMahon taking on, no one gives a shit. No one wants to see, Roman take on Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin going at it again. Whoopie-doo.
Yeah, I don't care
Dolph
about any of
Ziggler
it.
and Kofi Kingston. Just people aren't giving a shit. They just don't care. And the fact that there's less interest, there's hardly any building, towards the show. There's no real storylines. There's nothing of note. And now you're charging more for the tickets than you usually would? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is that's ugly.
I saw that the family 4-pack that they usually have was not even at a discounted rate, compared to what it was.
Where
for
is
other
the
shows.
pay-per-view again? I forget.
I'll have to. I just had it in front of me. I'll tell you in 2 seconds. But I was just blown away that they were.
I thought it was like somewhere like Virginia or South Carolina.
It's Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, some bumblefuck. I knew it. Wow, that's going to be horrible. Those. Oh my God, dude! Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, that's the thing too. Like, so the audience is not going to be great. It's a 23,000 seat arena. They're expected to sell 19,000. That was their goal.
Yeah, it's going to be sleeping grounds.
Sold 7,000 at this point, and they have a week to go.
Yeah, it's going to be sleep. They've sold 7,000.
No, I can't confirm that. Now, again, this is definitely a grain of salt thing. But from what I was picking up and what I was told, they've only sold 7,000 tickets. They've given away a plethora of tickets, but they only sold 7,000 tickets.
I mean, that's what's available up at the news report from this guy who posted it. I mean, any one of us could go on and look. We can all go look. Now, imagine this, too. You got to add probably 5% of those sold tickets, if not more, right? 5 to 10.
Scalped.
Right. 5 to 10% of those grayed out areas are, number one, tickets that they haven't made available yet, and number two, tickets that were purchased by third-party people trying to flip stuff, and they're not selling. They're going to end up selling maybe last minute for under the value. People are going to lose money on this.
And look at the spots around the ring that are open. Those are usually gone for pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Those are only available on, like, resale sites.
Actually, wow, that's on camera.
Yeah, that's the camera side. That's what I'm saying. It's right by the ramp.
You see the gray area? Those aren't even for sale. Like, those, they're not even selling those yet.
No.
So, on the hard cam side, probably. But, wow. Well, all the front row is sold, though. I will say that. And I'm not joking about this. A lot of times, going up to the day of, there's a few front row tickets still available. In Boston, even in Boston, recently in Boston, and SmackDown in Worcester recently, that had front row tickets for sale too. It wasn't a pay-per-view, but
still, I mean,
that's ugly.
And Darel, we had brought that up with California discussing the independent contractor bill. So WWE would either have to change how they do business with the wrestlers or not be able to compete in California anymore. That's something they're going to have to consider going forward.
Would that really affect them? I think it was.
Yeah, because the wrestlers are billed as independent contractors, so they wouldn't be able to bring them and have them work in California.
Wow.
Yeah, because they have all their talent listed as independent contractors.
See ya, Cali.
So they would have to hire them like full time and give them benefits and a whole list of things.
Oh,
it would be very interesting.
They just won't go to California.
That would be the thing. They would just cut out that market entirely.
Absolutely, they wouldn't go because they're not going to change all that shit.
No, certainly not.
Or they would pay somebody off.
Or they would have to reword how they do the contracts. They would find a way. That would with Vince, like you said, someone would be paid. They'd grease some wheel or they'd barter with somebody, or they'd do something. I'm sure they'd find a way. But it's just abysmal that the pay-per-view is not this coming weekend, but next weekend. So essentially 10 days away, and there's so many seats left available for purchase. The scalpers aren't able to sell anything. The resale sites are doing poor, And the Ticketmaster, usually is gone roughly, except for some of the back seats, the further to the end of the arena, and those are still available. And they're charging more than usual for other pay-per-views comparatively. So it's just baffling. I don't know if they're trying to make up for finances by charging more or what, but
yeah, maybe that's it, to be honest.
And the house shows they've been doing have been rather entertaining. They had one the day before, and I actually got to watch the match. We were discussing it last night with Randy Orton. We said that, Randy Orton was possibly going to answer Aleister Black's challenge going forward because they've been working together on the house shows. And, for some of the news outlets had said, neglected superstars put on match of the year. And, they had, they had so many different people out there doing, just fantastic. I got to watch the match between Randy Orton and Aleister Black. It was a cell phone recording, so a little bit was, either out of focus or hard to see, but for most of it, they did really well. It was very interesting. And Nakamura had a hell of a match himself.
Yeah.
Ember Moon and Liv Morgan, who aren't used on TV, they were very, very, good to watch. They put on a hell of a bout. Matt Hardy and Buddy Murphy had a match that was really good. Who else was on there that was listed? Finn Balor, Mustafa Ali, and Shinsuke Nakamura in a triple threat match. And people said that was basically, a match of the year contender. And it was just, a house show. So, good on them for giving the people their money's worth. But that was the opener, and people were blown away. And from what I saw of the match on YouTube, it looked incredible. So
they put it on YouTube like live? Or?
No, it was people filming it and uploading it in parts.
All right.
But I did want to see what all the fuss was about, and it looked like it was a really good match. So
yeah, everybody's capable of having a good match when they're not controlled by the shitty TV.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what you figure. Nakamura hasn't been on TV in ages. We saw him briefly for the Super Showdown, but here we're getting Mustafa Ali, Finn, and Nakamura putting on an amazing match that people are going nuts for. And then we get the TV, and you don't see these guys at all. If you do, it's contrived bullshit.
Well,
it's depressing that they can do certain things. It's just not getting done.
I guess we could go into the. Let's hold off. We'll do the Velveteen stuff later. Still, let me play a donation or so we don't see what's happening here.
Keep them coming in here.
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man.
You hear these at all?
Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
not yet.
Oh, no.
Man of 1,005
Do you
holds.
need to sleep? No need for sleeping pills. Presenting 3 hours of Raw with boring characters and storylines making you sleep in minutes for free.
Man of 1,005 holds. That is absolutely true. It's amazing to me when SmackDown puts me to sleep. That's what really blows my mind. Like, I know Raw does it all the time, but for SmackDown to put me to sleep is like, wow, because it's only 2 hours. So the fact that they're able to do that, they did that last Tuesday, yesterday. Feels like it was a lot longer ago. But after watching SmackDown and the Stanley Cup tonight, I kind of want to just be in a coma because it was like the same feeling of just, like we will never score, even though we're all over the place. And watching SmackDown, I was like, it will never get good. I'm watching, and I'm 2 hours in. I want to die. Alien Fish Entertainment, thank you. What is that? Tiffany's mom's pussy? I don't mean Tiffany in the chat.
I know
Other
you're
Tiffany.
feeling blue, but there's plenty of
you gotta
news
specify.
brewing. I heard that David Ortiz was hitting on the wife of a drug lord who put a hit on him from 2 street junkies. Stomping Grounds is pathetic.
Yeah. Hey, Goon, you know what's even more fucked up is they beat the shit out of that guy that we thought was the shooter, and apparently that was just like the driver. And apparently the driver was just a professional driver who picked up the guy, didn't know who he was picking up, dropped the guy off at the club. Guy goes in, shoots Ortiz, takes off. The guy's outside waiting for him. Next thing you know, a bunch of people beat the shit out of him. And he's like, I don't have anything to do with this. I'm just a guy who drove somebody here. What the fuck is going on? So apparently the kid that got the shit kicked out of him, and I remember the night when we were watching the video, and I said, normally I wouldn't support this because it's still horrific, but you shot somebody, so fuck this guy. But now apparently that guy didn't shoot anybody. He was the driver, but not only was he the driver, it was as if he was the taxi. He was a taxi picking up a guy, didn't know what the fuck, why. He was just doing his job like always. Drives him to a club. Next thing you know, a mob of people are bashing him over the head with bottles, smashing his head into a curb. And he didn't do anything. So that's kind of the reason why you don't take the law into your own hands when you don't know what the fuck is going on. And I sort of cheered for
mob justice doesn't often work. You look at the Boston bombing and Reddit and things like that, it doesn't
you go after the
get
wrong
results often.
You get the wrong guy,
More often than not, that's the case.
And apparently, Ortiz banged the guy's wife, some drug lord's wife, or hit on her wife or whatever. Obviously you don't, I mean, I don't know, man.
It's a rough situation, that's for sure.
I honestly though, dude, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you still don't shoot somebody. Listen, I want to choke the guy who shot Ortiz. I love Ortiz, man. If I ever saw that fucking guy and I could beat the shit out of him, I would. He'd probably have me killed and my head cut off. But
but beloved or not, what are you doing messing around with anyone that's connected like that?
But if somebody fucking did that with my wife, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd be like,
and you're not a drug kingpin,
and I'm not even a drug lord. I'd just go I just go choke them to death myself. So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I mean,
I've told that story before. My buddy was all drunk and started feeling up my fiance, and I beat the shit out of him. And that was years ago. I told it on the air.
Oh yeah, you did. I do remember that. But
and I fucking, I didn't want to hit him, so I fucking first slammed him into the wall, and it turned into a nasty fight.
You're way too nice.
Yeah, well, it turned into a bad fight, but it just, and I threw him out of the house and locked the doors, and he slept outside overnight, and then I didn't talk to him for years. So
wow. Oh my God, dude!
You can't have. That's what I'm saying. If I was a drug kingpin, he would have been murdered, no doubt about it.
Well, I mean, if it was me, it would have been murdered. But,
yeah, really.
Some dude was feeling up Leah. My friend was feeling up Leah, and especially if if Leah was like, "Ew, what the fuck are you doing?" and she was like, "Get away from me!" And he,
absolutely,
and he was drunk. I'd probably slap him in the face and throw him out of the house, and I'd probably be friends with him the next week because I'd be like, oh, he was hammered, is stupid. I slapped the shit out of him, and that's, do that again, I'm going to kill you, fucking Fred. But if my buddy was feeling up my wife, and my wife was kind of drunk, and she kind of, liked it, then I would kill somebody. I would
really
fucking lose my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, mine was, she was obviously not about it, and he was being really aggressive. And
aggressive.
I went ahead and broke it up, tried to anyways, and he wasn't stopping. And then I was trying to get him out of the house, and he got really violent with me. And
wow.
Ended badly for him.
You should have put your dick in his mouth.
he was unconscious for enough of the end, so.
I don't know why that story just made me horny. I don't know.
All the violence.
Yeah, it's all the
machismo there, testosterone.
Yeah, I got a lot of it right now. I want to fight somebody.
You want to fuck somebody up.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. I would. I can't believe Ortiz loved his wife. I thought.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's very bizarre.
Glorious Eugene.
Here we go.
Oh!
Congrats to the Blues. Outsmarted us at home. We will be back. Bruins for life. Debba.
Well, you know what's horrible? Fucking goddamn! Are you gonna force me into talking about this? Glorious Eugene, good shit, man. Congrats to the Blues. At least what I mean. The Blues were a good team. It wasn't like somebody I hated really. But I thought they played like cunts last game though, and I really wanted to beat them because I felt like they played like pussies. But it's weird because the Bruins outshot them 17-4 in the first period. So it was enraging because the Bruins were all over them in the first period. It was not even close. It was shot, fucking ricochet, shot, fucking save, and Binnington was saving everything. It was insane. And the more he saved, the more it was like, oh no, because when your goalie sees 4 shots only, and he's sitting there and he saves 4, but he's only seen 4, and their goalie has seen fucking 17 shots that he saved. You're like, oh god, our goalie's cold, and he's saving everything, and their team was playing like shit. The Blues played like shit for 19 minutes. They played for 2 minutes. They played at the beginning, the first minute or two, they played better, and then at one point towards the end of the first, they played better. But most of the period, the Bruins destroyed, but they couldn't put the fucking puck in the net. And then these motherfuckers scored 2 goals. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, we were all over them. Fucking pucks all over the place. Good, like, scoring chances were like fucking 9-1. And shots were like 17-4. And they scored 2 goals. It was like, just, as soon as that happened, I said, this is over, because, you know, that's a devastating thing. That's the worst thing in hockey to happen to you. It happens to me in the video game all the time. I'll be like in the zone, passing it back and forth, fucking, it's going off posts. It's hitting people before it goes in the net. It's going almost in the net. The goalie's saving crazy shit. And then these fucks skate down the ice, shoot a puck, and it ricochets off something and goes in the net. Lucky. And it's like, I did all that work for fucking 17 minutes. We busted our ass. And then fucking ping pong goes in the net on us. And it's like, when that happens, that is the most deflating thing ever. And
yeah, it's demoralizing, you know.
Bailey texted me during the game, and he goes, I still think we got this at 2-0. And I said, you're out of your mind, because the problem is you need a goal. You need to break the ice. You're in the Stanley Cup, so the nerves and everything, you need to get a goal. You just have to have one goal to, like, open the floodgates. So, like, 3-1 would have been better. If the score was 3-1, I would have believed that we could have come back and win that game. But at the end of the first period, I turned the game off. I turned the projector screen off. I went upstairs. I made salmon. And every once in a while, I opened my phone and looked at it, and I went, yep, that's what I thought. Yep, that's what I thought. And I basically didn't even so the first period was the only period of hockey I watched, and then I stopped watching because I knew it. And I know that some people are like, you know, they could have come back. It's just, no, you can't. When you have 17 shots on net and you don't get 1 goal in, and then they score 2 bumblefuck goals, it's just like, yeah, you're done. Tuukka Rask, I don't want to hear anybody from Boston ever tell me that Tuukka Rask is the best goalie ever, because it's still Tim Thomas now. Tim Thomas, like, won you a cup. Tuukka Rask played like retarded again in the biggest game of the year. That's what he does every time, it feels like. He did better than ever. It's like he always does a little bit better. He did a little bit better tonight. He was better, or in this series. He did good for 6 series games. But then in Game 7, he took a poopy. And the whole team did, really. I mean...
Yeah, it just couldn't be avoided.
So, Glorious Eugene, enjoy the suicide tonight, man.
About to get it. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Oh, no.
I'm gonna say this to the people of Tacoma. Washington, do not waste your fucking money on a wasted PPV.
I agree, John Wills. I think it would be great if nobody bought tickets. But you know what? Those Tacoma, Washington people are all granola-eating vegan fucks. And they'll probably go there with their fucking big beards and their fucking Pab Blue ribbon. And they'll
the
fucking...
Daniel Bryan's. And the sad part is, like, you know, Scott Frame, you know, friend of the show, he said, you know, that the usual seat that would be 30 was like 55. And I was like, well, that's, you know, he said there are some discounted packages, but not much like they usually have. But even he said, you know, it's more of a family environment. He was there when Daniel Bryan announced his retirement, and you know, it's just casual heavy. And Derek in the chat let us know that there's video that surfaced, I guess, yesterday of Ortiz's sister and mistress fighting in the hospital that he was at. Wow. That was on TMZ, had gotten that video. And more information came out. Police said that they believed that it was 2 cops originally, they thought, hired by the Dominican Republic drug lord.
Wait a minute.
Who believed so it says right here, police in the Dominican Republic believe former Boston Red Sox star David Big Papi Ortiz was shot by 2 cops hired by a Dominican Republic drug lord who believed the baseball player was having an affair with his wife. 3 law enforcement sources confirmed the motive on Monday as Ortiz, 43, recovered in the hospital. The drug lord has not been named. And now there's an update. There were 6 people arrested. They were paid $7,800, authorities say. 6 people have been arrested in connection with the shooting of David Ortiz, including 1 suspected of being the gunman. The 6 men, one of whom was detained immediately after the shooting, received 400,000 Dominican pesos, or about $7,800, to kill Ortiz.
Why was the girlfriend fighting with the mistress? I mean, the
sister was fighting with the mistress at the hospital.
Why was the mistress at the hospital?
I guess checking on Ortiz.
But she's the reason.
Yeah, go figure.
What an idiot bitch. And where's his wife?
Yeah, and I guess there's one suspect identified as Luis Alfredo Klaas, where he remained at large.
He's a pasta dish. He's a pasta dish. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Alfredo. He's a creamy sauce. So they said they'll get to the bottom of the details of the crime, but it's a mess at this point in time. Holy hell.
But why? Oh my God! Like, isn't it, dude? Does his wife like know about this or something? Like,
She knows now.
She knows now, but I mean,
I don't know if she did before.
Wow. I mean, because that's good. I mean, dude, can you imagine his wife? Not only did he get shot because he was banging some other girl, but now the girl's at the hospital with him.
Yeah, really.
If I was
they have the security
Ortiz's-
footage of a man creeping up behind him and firing at close range.
Yeah. What a week this was, Ben.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I mean,
he's going to
the
remain
fucking
in the ICU, and his condition is still guarded, but they're saying he's making good progress towards recovery. And that was earlier today, so that's the most recent statement.
all my TVs in my house are broken. My dog cost $3,000. The fucking goddamn Bruins lost Game 7. David Ortiz was shot. He's also a cheater. And fucking, I mean, dude, my
WWE
channel
sucks.
My channel was down. WWE sucks. Like, I mean, dude, just fucking send a fucking bomb already. Blow this fucking world up. I just want to be blown into fucking 5,000 different pieces so my kids find me. All right? Blow me the fuck up. Let me play it.
Shit bomb.
My name is Miroff and I am the advocate of the new reigning, defending, undisputed Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues. Hashtag fuck the Bruins.
Wow, thanks, Mirov. You made me feel good. I feel great now.
What a way to celebrate.
Fucking 34 years, one cup. What the fuck?
Let him live it up.
I wish I would have in 2011. I should have gotten, I partied that night and I drank a lot of alcohol, but if I had known it was probably going to be the only one in my lifetime, I would have put fucking underwear on and panties and I would have gone bang the neighbor's mother.
Joe, did you see the new SmackDown logo they're using for Fox Sports?
No. Is it out? Where is it? I'm going to go look it up. Magpul Mike.
Yeah, I have it
What
here.
up,
I'll
Mag?
send it to you in a second.
Yeah, let's go.
It's a leak view of it, but this is what Fox was using to advertise, and it's got a cool look to it.
Thanks for the $9, by the way. We needed the Nueve.
I'm going to tag you on Twitter, actually. That'll work.
No, don't
better.
do that. Don't do that.
No?
Well, do we want to show it? I mean, probably, right?
Yeah.
So send it to me on Facebook.
Okay.
Because I can't go on Twitter since I'm banned for life on Twitter for saying MTV hates white people. So sorry, Jack, that I said MTV hates white people. I didn't know that was a problem. Even Roseanne called some black lady a monkey, and she's still on Twitter. You fucking idiot. I mean,
go figure.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, I don't even agree with what happened to Roseanne. I think Roseanne just made a fucking joke. But, I mean, what the fuck am I banned for? Twitter, you fucking faggots. All right, go ahead. I mean,
dirty sons of bitches.
You know what? I never say stuff like this, but I hope something bad happens to Twitter. I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not telling anybody they should do anything. I'm just saying sometimes something's going to happen because you're so fucking... Because honestly, social media, Facebook, YouTube, fucking Twitter, everywhere is goddamn public, is at this point public grounds. It's not just a corporation and they have private company and they're allowed to do what they want. PayPal's shutting down people's PayPals, MasterCard's not letting people process cards because of people's opinions. And they call people's opinions hate speech. It's not hate speech, it's someone's opinion. And they're calling it hate speech though, so they can hide behind it. So, at this point, these are public squares. Nobody goes out anymore and holds like a rally at some place really and fuck every day and like talks to people in public. Nobody listens to the radio like they used to. They go online and they talk. These are fucking public forums at this point. Even the government said that That's why the government regulates it a certain way. That's why there's tax breaks for YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. There's tax breaks for all these people because they're considered bigger and above. That's why they can't be sued, right? I looked up all the laws. That's why YouTube and places like this can't, especially YouTube and Twitter, they can't be sued the way other people can be sued because they're seen as something bigger, as a public forum. So that's why if you post something, they can't just be sued and they wouldn't be here anymore. Because it's a different place. So if you fucking go banning people because, oh my God, you didn't agree with them, guess what? I don't agree with half these people either, but fucking they have the right to say what they want. So you know what? I'm just telling you, I'm not a bad person, but somebody out there, something's going to happen. And you're going to be like, why is this happening? And it's going to be because the people have to fight back. And it's not out there to say that. It's not like, oh my God, what the hell? It's not the post office. It's not the fucking church. It's not something like that. It's way more important than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for crazy shit to go down at schools, churches, at post offices, at workplaces. There's no reason for stuff like that to happen anywhere. But when you take the public forum away from people and tell them that what they believe in they can't speak about, there are going to be problems. Go look up history. Apparently you didn't read history. Go find out what happened when Hitler burned all the books. Go find out what happened. Go watch what happens. I'm just telling you, Twitter. Make sure you got those fucking security guards, Twitter, because I'm telling you, man, someone's going to go fucking nuts at some point. Because you're fucking hypocrite idiots. Honestly. You're pieces of shit. Hypocrite fucking idiots. And it's not going to be, it shouldn't be tolerated anymore. MTV hates white people. Banned for life. Get the fuck out of here.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
And there's no winning. Like I said, the worst thing today is to be offended.
Well, and then the guy, the gay guy complains that Crowder fucking hurt his feelings or something or other. And so then fucking all of a sudden everybody gets demonetized because this fucking idiot cries about something that somebody said about him. When he's fucking said way more hateful things, this guy calls for violence. This piece of shit.
And because they demonetized him, they took away his revenue on YouTube. But because they didn't terminate him, the LGBTQ community thought that was a slap in their face and being very disrespectful.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Slighted against. And Susan Wojcicki, however you say her name, the CEO, she went ahead and she had a hand. She personally decided to have his channel demonetized.
Yeah.
Without even reviewing all of the footage.
Yeah.
So she did it just by going by what people were saying. She didn't even actually review anything. Yeah. She admitted that too in interviews. Yeah. And then she went ahead and said that she apologized to the gay community for them not being happy with her decision.
That's the person who runs YouTube that did that. And yet other people have problems and they reach out to her like, hey, I have a problem, and she doesn't fucking help them. Susan's a fucking cunt. Like a fucking idiot. Like, seriously, she's a fucking idiot. You're gonna kill they've killed this platform. When the next thing comes around, dude, it's gonna be fucking. I mean, it's already here. I said it's funny because I started talking about this happening 5 years ago, and I was like, I hope I'm wrong. It's exactly happening the exact way I said it. Go back and watch my video. Well, you can't because most of them are down because we don't want to get in trouble because every fucking 6 months the rules on YouTube change, and now the rules are so fucked up we have no idea. We have no idea what the fuck the rules are. There are no rules.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're so generic now in the wording that it's a case-by-case basis. It's just how they feel.
The only way to get away with anything on YouTube is if I wear a rainbow t-shirt and tell everybody I love them and hate on myself for being a white male or something, and then say like a bunch of stuff and I love everybody and oh my God, like we need to change the world. And I'm a victim and I was bullied and I don't know what the fuck to do. Like and then I'll still be attacked at some point anyway. I mean, that's the only way to do it. Fucking stupid. This fucking platform fucking run by cock-sucking idiots who changed the search results not to the most popular thing the way it was always run, but but whatever they want to be the top search result.
Yeah, how it's tailored.
And they wonder why all these paranoid fucks voted for Donald Trump. Guess what? They might do it again. You made everybody fucking paranoid. Because everything that people said about you lying and conspiracies was true. You made the conspiracies come true, you fucking idiots. You literally got a black man elected for 8 years. You could have had another Democrat elected if you hadn't have been fucking idiots. People like me wouldn't have stayed home during the fucking election. You fucking crybaby mongoloids. Instead, you fucking trending page Stephen Colbert because the guy virtue signals to the high heavens. And because the news stations are down, so NBC, Comedy Central, nighttime shows are the fucking most popular thing that you have going on TV. So you bring the agenda over there to their channels. I know what you're fucking doing. I know what you said, brah. I know what you fucking said, brah. You fucking numbskull idiots. I'm fucking sick of it, you dumb fucks. God damn, this fucking YouTube has gone to shit. What a fucking bunch of idiots. We
just wanted to come on here and bitch about ratings.
These fucking idiots got liberals to vote for Trump. Think about that. They got liberals to vote for Trump.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing.
What? I mean,
they have
dude.
people thinking that the OK symbol, is
The OK symbol's white power. You fucking idiots. By the way, Alexander Ocasio-Cortez has given the OK symbol 7 times, and we have pictures and videos of it. Is she a white supremacist? Because you said when other people did it by accident, and they were like, no, I was just doing that with I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Bullshit, you're a Nazi. Bullshit, there's no accidents. There's no accidents, you're a Nazi. Ah! Well, guess what? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez done it about 50,000 times. Is she a Nazi? You fucking idiot retards. Fucking YouTube.
Wait till she gets involved with, Cody Moore.
They took down a guy's
AEW.
channel. They took down a guy's channel not that long ago because they had a picture of him doing the fucking symbol. He was doing the OK symbol. And why was he doing it? Not
even his content or anything.
He was doing it because of something they call the circle game or something. Which
it's a circle game where you're like, oh, look at this, and when you look at it, you used to get punched in the arm.
And you get punched. It's a thing that anyone can play. Whites, blacks, green people, anybody can play it. It's a fucking game. But a guy did it once, playing the game on the fucking stream, and they took a snapshot of him doing it, then said, how come you allow this racist on here? They took him off. What? Tomorrow it's going to be clapping. Clapping is racist, so I don't like that YouTuber, so I'm going to make up the clapping is racist, so they take down that YouTuber. Fucking idiot, retard, baby fucks. I hope this country blows up. I hope the world blows up, and I can't wait till some crazy motherfucker does something insane. And I won't be laughing. I won't be crying. I'll be laughing because you caused it all. You literally caused it all and made people insane. You fucking alienated people. And listen, nobody hated the fucking right-wing conservatives more than me, okay? No one fucking hated them more than me, especially George Bush, okay? Fucking retard George Bush, who gave our country away here, fucking was in office for 8 years. I wanted to puke on myself, okay? Nobody hated that shit more than me. You've actually fucking alienated.
Shame on you.
You've alienated, right? You've alienated everybody on the right and people in the middle. You fucking idiots, except for like the 30% of psycho far left crazy people. So you're going to live in a world of fucking chaos soon because of this. I'm just letting you know. The fucking chaos insanity is coming. And now I'm done with that rant so I can fucking show this thing that fucking Jake sent me. If I can ever find
SmackDown.
it. Fucking Susan dumbass. I don't even like Crowder that much.
No, I don't find him to be that funny. I don't think he's that entertaining. But I stand by him because I don't want to see him silenced over joking around and making fun of somebody's voice and actions. Like it was all in parody.
It is, but no, if you're really hateful to somebody for real, like really hateful, I get it. That's fucked up.
But he wasn't.
I know. I agree.
That's the thing. If he was, I'd be the first one to say, "Oh, fuck him." And
you know what's hateful?
You know what? He deserves it. But
you know what's hateful? Calling for violence at a rally, like
but
that guy did.
That's what the other guy did. That's what brought this whole Vox thing on. And Vox has been the ones that they did it against PewDiePie time and time again. Mm-hmm. They wanted him, completely deplatformed over all these ridiculous scenarios where he would do things, as a joke, and they'd blow it way out of proportion. The only thing that you could really knock PewDiePie for is the one time he slipped with the N-word. And is he racist? No. I truly never believed he was racist. But he was, with everything else that happened with his channel, that was a nightmare scenario. all because he made jokes. You know, people kept calling him a Nazi, so he leaned into it and made a joke out of it, and it turned into a friggin' shitstorm.
Susan Wojcicki should have came out and said, "Fuck you! All you do is attack people on this platform and try to take down our platform and people on here because you don't agree with them." They did it
first. They originally sided with Crowder and said that it wasn't violating. Then they kept saying that, oh well, he'd have to remove the link to his T-shirt, which said something about I don't remember the exact quote of it. It's like something is not for figs, but it looks like it says fags, but really it says figs. It's like, conservatives are not for figs. It's something, or socialism is not for figs. It's an Adam and Eve play, but it looks like it says fags.
What does that mean, though?
It was just it's a word play. That's all. Just socialism is not for fags, but really it says figs. It had something to do with Adam and Eve, and I don't know. I don't watch him, so I don't know much about the whole mug club backing thing. But it's somebody saw your raw tarded shirt. Oh, you're hating retards. You're hating special people. People with special needs. No, we're saying that raw is literally retarded. It's degressed in its mental capacity. That's what it is. It's slowed. It's idiotic. We're not making fun of people with special needs. It's saying that the show is moronic. Same idea with his shirt. It was like an inside joke type thing. So YouTube said if he removes the link to the shirt, he's good. That wasn't enough, and the guy went nuts on Twitter, tagging everybody under the sun, tagging sponsors, tagging LGBTQ community leaders, and got an uproar, and then they demonetized him and threatened to deplatform Crowder. So that's what it turned into.
Wow. But the thing is, if it wasn't the shirt, it'd be something else.
Well, exactly. That's what it was. But the YouTube was trying to find like any one thing to be like, all right, well, if he gets rid of this, then we'll let him keep everything else. But they had to try and like find like one thing to be like, no, that's bad. So they didn't look like they were completely siding with him.
Oof.
But they did. They pretty much agreed with him at first, saying like, oh, we may not always agree with what people say on YouTube. But we're not going to allow them to not be on the platform as well. And then 8 hours later, they changed their stance entirely.
Well, they've taken down smaller guys than what Crowder did. That shirt is like borderline. I'm not sure what it means, so I'd have to look into that more. But the thing is, like they have demonetized guys who just make a podcast, like who do. I've listened to these guys. They do like 40 minutes, and they're kind of like in the middle, sort of politically, and they'll be like. They'll give their harsh opinions on stuff, but they're not hateful at all. In fact, not only are they not hateful, but like they're open to like all kinds of stuff more like liberally. And because of their critique, they were demonetized, and they were demonetized for almost nothing. And you could go listen to it; it's not even close to anything bad.
Well, now there's History channels being demonetized because they're using. Nazi imagery and things like that. Well, they're talking about World War II in parts of their channel. Can't have that. Can't, you just got to ignore that ever happened in history. There's other channels that, educational channels that have brought up certain topics, and now they're demonetized as well. And so, I mean, it's kind of like a blanket thing at this point. People that just don't follow their law, which is specified. Really, it's so vague and generic because it's just to serve their agenda. But
guy in Scotland made his dog into a Nazi joke, went to jail. It's coming.
The dog wasn't, hailing
it's coming.
Hitler. No, the dog just did a cute little thing and he made a joke out of it. And his idea was, as you said before, how can you make what is it, Count Dankula, I think his name is, right?
It's Count Dankula, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, how can I go ahead and turn something so cute into something evil? Well, that's what he did and made the joke out of it. And like you said, almost went to jail.
And he did go to jail. He did? No, yeah, he was guilty. He went to prison.
Yeah, see?
He went to prison for at least 6 months.
Insane.
But think about this. The guy looked at his dog and made a video and said, how could you make something this beautiful and cute ugly? So he teaches the dog to be a Nazi. How do you not know that obviously the guy's not a Nazi then? Because he literally was like, I'll show you how I can make my dog ugly, and then turned him into a Nazi. So obviously Nazi is like the worst thing ever to the guy because that was part of the joke. So, but now he's in
exactly. He
now
lays
you're
it
in
out
trouble
by saying that this is the worst thing ever.
You're right. So now, and then he goes to jail, Can you imagine going to jail because you said, I bet I can make my dog ugly. Here's how. Look, I taught him to be a Nazi. And then the dog raises his arm and you say he'll whatever. And that guy goes to prison in Scotland. I will never go to Scotland. Ever. Will I ever go to your piece of shit country? Because you're fucking idiots. When somebody comes out publicly and says, hi, we're Scotland and we're fucking stupid, or whatever the fuck, and that guy, and then they basically rescind what they did to that guy and say that will never happen again, I may think about ever setting foot in that piece of shit country. And let me tell you something else. If that comes here to America, people are going to fucking grab their guns. Okay? And I don't have any guns because I don't even like guns because I'm kind of a liberal. But I'll tell you what. There's going to be some fucking hell to pay because, I'm sorry, you can't make a joke without going to prison when it's not even, like, what in the fuck is wrong with that fucking country and Europe? Like, and now it's happened all over YouTube. These fucking mentally ill psychopath idiots who are fucking whining and crying, and then you're giving into them. You are stupid as fuck. Let's take a look at the SmackDown logo. Here it is.
Yeah, while you're pulling that up, SmackDown last night dropped down under 2 million again. They were down to 1.9 million viewers. That's 113,000 down from last week's abysmal ratings. Raw declined as well, as we said yesterday. So, I mean, they're down 13% already just in month standings from month to month.
Wow.
I don't quite know, what they can do at this point in time.
This looks like 1990.
With the trajectory that they're on. I like the new logo. I like the look of that.
I do too. This looks like the 90s though. It looks like
yeah, it looks kind of like the first logo.
No, I don't think it looks like the original SmackDown. Let me set it straight.
The exclamation point, I think it looks
maybe
like the original.
I'm just saying like that sort of that texture pattern on the blue and the gray. That's like texture from like Microsoft Word text from like 1996. I don't know. It looks funny. I like it though because it reminds me of the 90s.
I like the look of it though, honestly, and it's got kind of a grittier look to it too. Apparently, they're going to get new. They want Raw and SmackDown to have a completely different feel. Fox said so. They're going to be supposedly getting a different stage, new theme song, like a whole rebranding and repackaging. And you're thinking right now, with this wild card rule, it's been the Shane McMahon hour for both nights, and SmackDown is back to what it used to be before they went live. It's just a Raw recap. They're recapping things from Raw, and then they're bringing over like the top feuds from Raw and replaying them on SmackDown with a little bit of SmackDown filler. You figure of all the people not being used, I said, Ember Moon, Aleister Black, we saw Heavy Machinery this week, but Shelton Benjamin, Mustafa Ali, it's just Nakamura, Rusev, Asuka. What about Kairi Sane and Kairi and the tag team that they formed, her and Asuka? We haven't seen anything with them. It's just all this stuff. There's so many people. I can go on and on and on that are not being utilized. But we have to have Shane for literally almost 2 hours worth of programming out of 5 hours for SmackDown and Raw. It was close to 2 hours with Shane with commercials.
Right.
That's insane.
God.
And then I hear this on top
shit.
of it. It says, for rumors going around why Shane McMahon is possibly being pushed. I don't think this is valid, but I'm just reading what's being reported. They said that one of the payoffs might be from speculation is that Shane might be the one to face and defeat Kofi for the title. That was one of the plans that was going around. If they do that, that's like David Arquette winning in WCW. That would ruin that belt worse than it is now. that would be the end of the WWE Championship.
God damn.
It's not like the Attitude Era where Vince can hold the belt briefly for a day and be have it vacated and things like that. It's not like when he had the ECW championship, that killed that. I mean, that division was already failing anyways as a whole, but still, Vince destroyed what was left of ECW at that time.
Yeah, that was like a waste. That was like 205 Live. To be honest, like if you're
that
like,
was so bad.
Like?
The rebranding and packaging of that was awful. But how can they go ahead and even if that's true, they got to be out of their minds. I don't think they're going to go that way. But what else are they doing? I mean, The Miz got destroyed. Roman got beat down. The Miz is basically the best handled wrestler right now. When you look at like wins and losses and how he's being protected and built, I mean, he's the leader of this faction, but he's not playing. He's acting like a wrestler. He's not really acting like a Vince McMahon, ergo like a general manager. And like Vince was the leading stake of everything. He was the one in control, but he also wrestled from time to time. They're booking Shane as a wrestler who can control things when he wants to.
Right.
That's not where, he's the GM that's also, picking fights. And that's the problem here. So when he gets his comeuppance, it doesn't really feel like we're getting anywhere because it just continues onwards. I mean, we've seen this Miz feud continue for far too long. I'm hearing that Shane McMahon is going to be the special guest referee in that match, possibly at the Saudi show, or the Stomping Grounds show. It's just all of it is ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing, but they need to step away from Shane.
It's annoying. The Shane
He's
stuff.
just not interesting. He doesn't make a valid heel at all. He's just, you don't feel good about yourself when you see him get his ass kicked, and everything they said about him being, the whiny, spoon-fed, silver-spooned, we know all this. It's been said for years. At least back when Shane was around like the WrestleMania 15 time and he first started wrestling and he was European champion and facing X-Pac and all that was going on, at least he was getting his ass kicked from time to time, but he wasn't running things at that point either. So it kind of just worked. He just had everything going for him because he was Vince's son. So he was given opportunities by Vince. It's a different story entirely. So
yeah, it feels like they don't have it's they're back to like not having heels and shit again for people.
They are. They absolutely are.
We'll use Shane, and it's worked. I mean, it's better than everybody else. They probably feel like, well, Roman doesn't work, right? Let's try Seth, and we can't flip him heel now. It's just a mess, man. What did you think of? I'm gonna play the donations in a minute. I know you guys are waiting for them. Then we'll probably open the calls up again in a little while. What do you think? Did you hear the Road Dogg with X-Pac?
I only heard a few snippets of it. I was listening to what you talked about as well, with him saying how, he didn't, with him producing the Matt Riddle match and whatnot by just not getting involved. That's a great way to do it, really. I'm sure you could throw out some ideas, as you had stated, but I only heard a few clips and snippets that people were mentioning, so I didn't get to listen to all of it yet.
It's pretty good. I wish they got a little bit more out there. It was like they had these like dorkos on the call with them, like kind of like how a lot of wrestlers do it now. They go and get like a fan or two, a guy who
some under guy that really helps production side of things.
Yeah, like people like us who like want to be podcasters or radio guys and that can steer the stuff. They don't really know what they're doing, maybe. Anyway, so those guys kept chiming in with nothing, kind of like, but they were also kind of just trying to listen because Road Dogg and X-Pac could just talk. So I got it. Like they didn't want to interrupt that. But then they were like, you guys got anything for us? And they kind of just bantered a little bit. I would have asked a fuckload of a lot more if you had Road Dogg there.
Yeah, I would have gotten really in depth if that's the case.
Yeah. So
especially because he seemed like, from what I saw, he was being pretty open and candid. So didn't seem like he was really holding back from what he answered with.
Yeah.
So I think in that kind of environment, he would have really, given you some honest answers and a bit more insight if you asked questions in the right frame. Obviously, he's not going to shit all over the company, but yeah, this after we get through the donations, this is what I really want to get into. This is the creme de la creme of everything at this point.
I'll get into it right now. I'll play the donations in a minute, but fuck it. Let's get to it. The adults who refuse to accept WWE as sports entertainment are the kids who never grew up. Enjoy the product for what it is.
Yeah, that's how he ended it. That was the
last one. Yeah.
Second to last one.
Here's the first one, I think.
Yeah, I believe that's where it starts. Let me go back to the top here because there's so many.
You must do what you have to do in order to do.
Yes, that's where he starts off with the one that says, most of you hate being wrong. And then he says, you must do what you have to do in order to do what you want to do. That's a life lesson. Case in point, this series will show you talent who made what they were given work, good and bad.
But I don't
so he
get
goes
it
on
because
to say, you know, he's basically showing you so many talented individuals who were given shitty gimmicks and came out on top.
yeah, but he's leaving out exactly what we said about Dean Ambrose, because we were like, why Stone Cold called out Dean Ambrose for this, but then Ambrose basically said, yeah, but you don't get to do this, and then everybody agreed that that's not the way things work anymore.
Yeah, things have changed.
And
So I want to, you know, I'll hear out his point, and then I think, you know, we'll go into it more. But you know, he brought up Santino Marella. He said he made it work. Damian Sandow worked as a stunt double. Chris Jericho made the word "it" work. It makes everything work. The Godfather, you know, Farouk turned into the APA. The Rock, D'Lo Brown, they made it work. He said, my friend Eugene, be like Eugene. He made it work. A wrestling clown, a.k.a. Doink. That worked. The Boogeyman, Gold Dust. Who else? He said, having the machine behind you is a separate conversation. And that's true. But he said, I am talking about playing your part to the best of your ability, not holding out because you're not being booked the way you want to. And then he said, let's talk about it. So that's one of the things. There are some wrestlers that have been, I know they're disgruntled because they're not being booked right, but still in the meantime, you should still be giving it your all. You know, this is still your body of work. It's still, even if you're so unhappy because, like EC3, you know, you're not being, you still shouldn't come out and be miserable. I know it's hard not to be, but you're still in the WWE. You're still wrestling. I know you could be disgruntled in the back, in the locker room, behind the scenes, but show some enthusiasm while you're out there. Fans are still excited to see you in some capacity.
It's true.
I know it goes both ways, that you're very, you know, disgruntled and disheartened by being so poorly handled and not being heard, not being paid attention to. But I feel like a person like that was, you know, Ty Dillinger. He really continued to, you know, to come out and be exuberant until he left. So
yeah, but again, Ty Dillinger was taken off TV for months and months.
Yeah.
Mike Bennett has been preaching this stuff for years now in the WWE, saying,
yes, he has.
Hey, man, you know, my time will come and stuff like that. And maybe it was starting to come at 205, but, I mean, I'm just saying that it doesn't work out this way for everybody. And there's only a certain
amount of time. And Mike Bennett even said he put up a hand-waving emoji today because their contracts are up anytime now.
I think next week or this week.
Yeah, I think next week or the week after. And you know, they'll be gone. They're taking off. That's
Thank
it.
God,
but
get out of here.
But Mike never gave up. He continually put his best foot forward and constantly tried to give it his all.
Great.
And that speaks volumes, because now when he does get to go elsewhere, at least he can show, hey, I didn't sandbag my opportunity that I was, you know, given or lack thereof. I still, knowing that I was in a sinking ship, I went down as the captain.
Well, I don't think he went down as the captain, but he went down as the fucking.
Well, captain of your own ship is what I'm saying.
I guess.
You know? Yeah. Every captain goes down with his ship. He didn't jump off and say fuck it, just let it sink. So Velveteen continues. He said, everyone leaves WWE at some point. So if that is your point, grab a new number, stand back in line, and try again. He said Steve Austin started as the ringmaster. He made it work. He earned his right to be trusted, and he earned the right to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock started as Rocky Maivia. You know, he makes, you know, Glenn Jacobs started as Dr. Isaac Yankem, turned into Kane. Dave Bautista started as the Deacon, and then he earned the right to be the Animal. You know, Paul started as the Blue Blood, you know, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he made it work, so he earned the right to be the Game. He said, name a TV show on network TV that you watch where a majority of the actresses and actors get to control the script. And that's a very good point, too. You know, that is something that we don't always consider. He said, kayfabe is dead, and furthermore, an archaic concept. There's a lot more than you currently know that goes into pro wrestling, sports, entertainment, whatever you call it. And the world should know, because this ain't the carnival anymore. And that's right. That's how kayfabe was invented, to swoon people out of their money at the carnivals. Now, this is the bit of contention, you know, in his main point. He said, the adults who refuse to accept WWE as sports entertainment are the kids who never grew up. Enjoy the product for what it is, for the kids. And I don't entirely agree with that. You know, I don't think it's just for children. It's not. Maybe, you know, WWE is aimed and marketed towards children, but it's not for kids specifically. Wrestling is not for one, you know, personal audience. It's a global phenomenon for a reason. You know, there's something about it that everyone can find interest in, young and old alike. He said, "We are actors with no classical experience in acting. We are stuntmen who train for matches and fight scenes. WWE has always been honest about what it is, sports entertainment." So, I mean, he is spot on with some of the stuff that he said. That's where his long-winded gripe ends. But, thank you again, Big Mike, for sending me all that. But I get what he's getting at. But then again, as we had said with Dean, things, have just outright changed. They have. That's all there is to it.
And he was given, Velveteen Dream has been given an amazing gimmick pretty much right off the bat. I mean, I know that right away he came in all boring looking and whatever. Hulk Hogan said he wasn't good, and everybody kind of was like, I don't know, man. But at the same time, they thought this guy's really going to maybe could be something. And then they made him something pretty quickly after that.
Yeah. And from there, he was able to take off, and it's just, we've said it before, we're not there, so we don't know all of it. But we do see what happens, with wrestlers being upset and disgruntled and walking away. And look at Dean. He did his time. He finished what he had to do, and then he took off. And then you have someone like CM Punk or Sasha Banks who up and leave and, take their ball and go home because they're not happy. So, I mean, there's different, different things that people do, but who's right? Is Dean right for doing, quote unquote, the right thing? Maybe. But did it hurt his, it didn't hurt his image going forward, but it could have. And what if they decided to keep him longer? Same thing with Sasha. If she kept losing, and would she have any merit left on the indies? But then are people going to want to work with her thinking that, if she doesn't get everything she wants, she's going to be, likely to walk away? Is that going to follow her as well? So, I mean, there's a lot to consider here, really.
We should send every one of those pictures Velveteen put up to Sasha.
Yeah. It's just, there's a lot of back and forth, and it is funny because coinciding with all of this is Joey Janela made one hell of a promo on Jon Moxley, and it was pretty scathing and very very smart with what he said. I'll paraphrase some of it, but he said, "I haven't made millions. I haven't been told by someone I had to dress up like a mechanic. I haven't starred in some shitty straight-to-DVD movie that no one is ever going to watch. I haven't had a promo written by a 24-year-old NYU student handed to me. While you were doing all these things in the last 10 years, while you were being a bootleg, watered-down, PG, Kevin Dunn supervised version of your former self, damn, I have been doing things that made your 17-year career look like child's play. I have everything to lose at Fyter Fest. You have nothing to lose. You have it all. And if I start to make a fool out of myself on that very night, you might as well kill me, because I'd rather be here than obscurity." And he's pointing to a coffin. What a fucking promo. I mean, it goes on a bit more than that.
Are they going to have a fucking casket match? I mean, like, what was it?
I don't know. It's but they're building so much story to this match, and to the pay-per-view itself. They're the road to Fyter Fest has been on the AEW channel. It's been really good. That was from episode 2, and
I haven't seen
holy hell.
That's awesime.
Yeah, what an awesome,
that guy
awesome
is
promo.
Great on the mic. Like, he's so good on the mic. It's
him, MJF. They've got some really good talkers. Even Moxley's promo from Dominion was really good as well. So
yeah, it's pretty good stuff over there. It's a little weird because it's like it's foreign thing.
Yeah. And then while we're having these great promos in AEW, WWE, we're hearing about how Goldberg and Undertaker were in a shouting match in Gorilla after their match. Officials intervened because both of the men were shouting at each other for accusing each other with being unsafe.
Well, I mean, Goldberg had a fucking concussion, so
yeah. And it's actually, who's quoted with this is actually Adam Ant on the website, so that's pretty cool.
That's funny.
Yeah. But Adam Ant and Brad Shepard, and there was one more. I think it was Meltzer.
I miss when I used to get quoted on there and it would say Joe Cronin Show. Now it says Corrupted Pod.
Now they don't.
Oh, now they're scared of me. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, well, Wrestling Inc. Yeah.
They don't like me. Yeah, I'm telling you, I could get an interview with like fucking Vince McMahon, and I could get an interview with Vince McMahon, and they wouldn't put it up on their site because they don't like Joe Cronin because I was getting more views than their piece of shit website.
Well, they don't like, I think, YouTube in general.
Yeah, they don't.
Seems to be.
But because they want to do their own thing, and they were like, how come the YouTubers' shows get way more than our fucking shows? So now they don't like to promote anything YouTuber. I've noticed
Related.
I've noticed it because they'll be like, unless they have some kind of deal with somebody or something like that, or a small channel or something. If it's anybody who's like relevant in the commentary, YWC, whatever, they will not put it up there anymore. It's very weird. It's very interesting. They're fucking scared. They're fucking assholes for some reason. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's blatantly done. It is because like I would send them news that I'm like, oh, this is great. There's nothing going on today. They'll like this, and they won't say anything about it. It's very, very funny. Actually, I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean it is amusing, but I was trying to find out an exact date for Mike and Maria, because on May 27th, Maria put up a tweet saying that their contracts were up in 3 weeks.
There you go, yeah.
But then she said, in the next tweet, she said, oh, that's our gym memberships, not WWE deals.
Oh.
So I think she was trying to, like, be sly about it without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
So maybe that is legit, because if that's the case, then they're done at the end of this week. This will be the 3rd week right now. And that would coincide as well with Mike putting up the, waving goodbye emoji.
That'd be weird. If,
hopefully they are done. I don't want to see them be dragged out, no extensions, no nothing. I mean, it was nice for WWE to help him through with, his addiction when he didn't need rehab and stuff like that, but I just know that they both can do so much more elsewhere.
Let's see what the people are saying. Hell yeah!
So Joe, if Tommy was drunk and he was rubbing on Leah, but then after he said, oops, sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, I might beat up Tommy, broken line. But you know what? Tommy said he's taking a break from all the shows. He will not be on anyone's shows anymore for right now. He won't be on Monetize This or Throwdown or anybody else's shows. He said he's taking a break from the shows. Yeah, he said he was tired of, getting crapped on all the shows, so he's taking a break for a long time, he said.
Shit bomb.
We'll see.
Bennington who? Hashtag Ripchara #fuck scenes view #Joe Cronin for president.
I would like to be president, Mirov. Well, no, I wouldn't, because they'd be insane. I wouldn't want to be president. They'd, destroy my life, destroy my kids. They'd probably call my kids whores and stuff like that, knowing the people. So I wouldn't want to be run for president because this country's full of disgusting people, so fuck it. I mean, I don't know. Unless maybe I had, the backing of, 70% of the people, then maybe I would be. Because then I'd be like, fuck it, there's 70% of us.
Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Oh, no!
Joe, if Seth Rollins caught a black dude with his girl in his house, would he burn it down, or do a legit real curb stomp?
He'd probably cry, to be honest. That's what I think.
Take a picture of his dick and tweet it out accidentally.
Yeah. He'd be like, well, this is what you're missing. Brahim, thank you, Brahim, very much for the $5. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the $5. Thank you guys for the donations, man. Man, I'm just in not a good mood. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Thank you, though, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think Seth would be like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm going to burn it down.
Now my fire crotch.
Super chat. Super chat.
I don't vote, but people deserve Trump.
Broken Lion, thanks for the donation, my friend. I don't vote for, but people deserve Trump. Yeah, they certainly do at this point. Hope they get him again.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Where did Lucy go during the bombing? Everywhere. Also, who else smells their belly button lint?
Ugh.
That's a no.
Hot Mess Express.
It's all about ass crack.
Give me a hell
joke was making fun of Nazis. You know who else had laws against making fun Nazis? Nazis.
Yeah. Hail Metal forever. Thanks for the 316. Wow, we never thought about that. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the people in charge in Scotland are Nazis. Never thought of that. That's a great point.
They're trying to hide their secrets.
Unbelievable. Wow, I never thought about that.
They're in, at their government, Hail Hydra.
Super chat.
Yeah, that's seriously.
They have 8 days left, Mike and Maria.
Oh, Kier Kemp says they have 8 days left.
Yeah.
Ocho.
That seems likely. It's around this time, though, so.
8 days, we're gone. 8 days and we're gone. Here's to the lamest
Gimmick
ever.
ever.
You never saw. They had a great entrance, a great idea. The whole thing with him kind of looking like a preacher and the wife with the headset on and them like talking about their love and shit. That would have been great. Like if they had turned it up a little bit, that could have been great. They weren't even given a chance. They weren't. They went on air saying it once, then they came out one other time, and then
Sami Zayn danced around him.
Yeah, then Sami Zayn, it was clear that he was better, and then it was over. That's all that happened.
Ridiculous. You know what I do find very amusing is Bully Ray crying on Twitter, throwing shade at Bray Wyatt. He said, "We can't use the name Bully, but smashing a rabbit's brains out with a sledgehammer is totally cool."
Yeah, well, you also can't use the word war.
I get that they're weird about their PG constructs, and confines of what is allowed and isn't. And he said, hashtag be a star.
Right.
I get what he's getting at. I do, but get over it.
Bully Ray?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's he upset about?
Because he couldn't have the name Bully Ray. And he had to go back as Bubba. He wanted to have Bully Ray.
Oh, right. No, I agree. Oh, I agree with Bully. I mean, WWE's retarded. I mean, they fucking make no sense. The War Raiders, we can't have War Raiders, but we can have fucking creepy pedo eat a bunny rabbit head, man. Like, I mean,
it wasn't the War. They didn't have an issue with the War name.
I mean,
he just didn't like the name. It wasn't because it was War. They said that after the fact.
Oh.
He didn't care about it being War. He just didn't like the name. He wanted them to be the Vikings.
Oh.
He wanted them to have an actual, like...
All that went around for, like, weeks was Vince
name.
Doesn't like war. He doesn't like the name, the word war.
I'll find it again for you, but I reported that...
We talked about it for weeks.
Yeah, and he just did not like the name War Raiders.
Okay.
I'll find it for you.
But now Bully Ray says he also didn't like the name Bully, so...
Well, no, he said that it's not a matter of not liking it, just not able to use Bully because of their be a star thing.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, well, yeah, I get that one actually. Now that I think
that's what I'm saying. You can't cry. That's why he put hashtag be a star, and I'm like, not what you can do.
But Bully Ray doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Can I say this?
That's my point. Like
this fucking guy, I'm telling you what. You know what?
Then he shits all over him. Then he defends it. Then
Dude,
he's like, oh, by the way,
Bully Ray. Let me just. Let me tell you something. At the risk of you ever grabbing me in the back of a fucking indie show again when I'm on commentary, and you know what? I'll throw it all out the window. Bully Ray, you, my friend, I love you, buddy. I have mega respect for you. Erie Boys, thank you for subbing to me on Twitch. I appreciate that, man. What's up? We'll be on Twitch in a little bit later. Bully Ray, you, my friend, are a fucking weird person. You're in WWE. I criticize the product and the stupid things. What do? You shit on me on Twitter, and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Then you go and you get upset about the same stuff that I got upset about, but now it's okay because you're not there, I guess. So all of a sudden, you've changed yourself. And then the other day, you're going to pull a fan into the back so you can yell at him and then tell him to be a fan and go out there and sit out there. Meanwhile, like, you worked in ECW arenas where people told you to die and suck a dick and called fucking people a whore and women a whore and show us your tits, whore, and fuck her, I hope kill her, and bleed, and you said you'd suck someone's mother's would suck your dick, like, and you're at a show and a guy who I guess you didn't like what he was doing or saying So you pull him into the back and you berate the guy and say, listen, go be a fan out there. Just go be a fan. Well, guess what? He was being a fan until all of a sudden you brought him into this fucking awkward situation in the back. Like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay?
And more people came out saying he wasn't harassing the women. He was just being, a loud, boisterous fan.
I don't care if he was telling the women to suck his dildo and his dick. He can say what he wants, and if he
and if you don't like it, then kick him out. You don't take him in the back and fucking intimidate him.
And if you think what he's doing is crossing the line, have a security guard say, "Sir, you're gonna have to tone it down a little bit, or we're gonna have to toss you." You don't send him into the back to intimidate him and say, and then go on Twitter and virtue signal. By the way, Bully Ray is someone who's been really supporting the right wing stuff, and then all of a sudden he's gonna virtue signal. Well, I went out and I did it because when a woman needs to be protected or whatever, I'll be there to do that. Oh, wow. The LGBTQ fucking women's power movements and stuff will love that. They'll love that you needed to help the woman out. It's kind of funny. But it's like, dude, he only said that to cover his own ass. Like, oh, well, I was defending a woman, so are you going to get mad at me? Dude, the guy is all over the fucking place. Like, he's all over the place. Come on, man. You don't know what you're talking about. 1 minute, the WWE is fully right, and Joe Cronin's a crazy idiot for fucking criticizing these little things. The next minute, you're criticizing these little things. So, all these guys are like this. It's
very flippant. And really quick, I found a few different articles, but it says right here, there's nothing to do with war. Vince just wanted to change the name, that's all. He didn't like War Raiders, and he wanted to change the name on a whim. It was merely a whim of Vince McMahon. That's all there is to it. There's no other reason. Vince just on the day of the show, on Monday, decided he didn't like the name and told them to come up with a new one. The writers then went ahead and panicked. They came up with a bunch of different names. They decided on the name The Berserkers. Remember we brought that up on Out of Nowhere.
Right.
But then Vince changed it as they moved closer to debuting. So and then the War Raiders appeared backstage wearing War Raiders t-shirts, and they were referred to commentary as the War Raiders, and then when they came out, they were called the Viking Experience. A lot of people, we first said we thought it was because of war. Was it trying to get the word war off of network television in defense of sponsors? No, it was just on a whim of Vince McMahon.
There's fucking TV commercials that go on in between the show where like people are getting their eyes stabbed out and they're like, merciful, rated R in theaters now. And it's like, what the fuck?
The war thing wasn't the issue. And also, I had heard that it was also because something to do with trademark as well. Something about War Raiders being trademarked somewhere else along the line, and Vince likes to have things that he can own. He likes to have, proprietary control over everything.
Right.
So I don't know how valid that is, but that's something that I was, reading up on at one point in time, that the War Raiders trademark was basically in contention. So that's why he wanted to rename them as well. So now it's, Viking Raiders. But he just wanted to change the name. He liked something different. So, and that was on the day of their debut.
What a dumb fucking idiot.
Well, that's why I say when everything goes through Vince. And it was great because the War Raiders name worked so well because people were chanting war with them.
Yeah.
So now Raiders, Raider, it doesn't have the same feel, or Viking, like it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
So you don't have that same chant.
You killed
opportunity.
them. You killed the fucking team with your
and then
fucking
now you don't see
retardism
him on TV at all.
Vince is a fucking retard.
So originally reports were saying that Sheamus was going to be forced to retire from in-ring competition with his neck being, jacked up essentially.
Right.
But Batista said in an interview with, a few different places that the Irishman is ready to make his return. So.
Well, I mean, this was reported over a year ago, and we were like, oh, no, he's never going to come back. Then he came back like nothing was wrong, and now it's come up again. So it seems like it's something he's working through, and somehow he's getting cleared.
Yeah, because he has spinal stenosis and a recent concussion issue. So
what's going to happen potentially if he keeps doing this is the same thing that happened to Paige. He's going to get hit a certain way, potentially.
Go numb in the ring, and
Yeah, and go numb, and then he's going to have to retire, or he'll retire kind of like how Edge did. He'll say, like, all right, it's really wearing down now. I'm going to retire. That, or like you said, the Paige situation.
Yeah, I have, a form of that with the spinal stenosis where it changes the curvature of your spine.
Right.
So you're supposed to have like a natural, like almost like a form of a C shape, and mine's inverted. That's where all the pressure comes from, because all the cerebrospinal fluid pressed on my spine till it inverted.
Right.
And it's extremely painful. That's why I have problems with my lower extremities, and I vomit from head pain. And so imagine trying to do that while wrestling. I don't see how that works.
I don't either.
Yeah. Other side note is that Renee Young is likely being given her own show, which I think will be good, on Fox Sports 1. So she's been working with Tom Phillips and Vic Joseph, and they've been working with her on commentary.
I hate Vic Joseph.
I'm in that boat as well, but they said they've been taking her commentary and dissecting it. They're giving her pointers, et cetera, and she said it's been extremely beneficial, but she's not. Basically, from the interview, what I get is that she says that she's not thrilled with her role with commentary, because she said she's not really a sit back and listen person. She's used to being the talker and keeping the ball afloat. Yeah. So when I don't have that ball to keep it afloat, I think there's an uncomfortable spot for me, and I end up just like diarrhea of the mouth because I don't have a firm grasp of what's happening. And that's true, and that's why we only get those little, gasps of, oh, wow, or, oh, those little interjections from her. So she did really well with her other shows like Talking Smack, Unfiltered, and other things on the network, and she's lauded as one of the best interviewers in WWE right now. So the big lead came out and said that she's highly likely to host a new show that'll be airing on Fox Sports 1 later this year.
So
and it's going to be an interview-based show where she'll have wrestlers come on, akin to that of, I guess, the Stone Cold podcast, like kind of like a one-on-one where she talks to them openly in a podcast-type format. But they'll also do like a weekly breakdown and some fan stuff as well. Sounds interesting.
Will she still do commentary on Raw?
I don't know.
Because you were saying your guess was she'd be off commentary a week to 2 weeks after Saudi.
Yeah, that was originally what I went with, and we're a week out, so we'll see what happens. But
so we'll see if this really happens, or if she's going to get more stuff to do. And
I would prefer to be off commentary and to have her own shows. And
we thought she was going to be buried somewhere in Connecticut.
Yeah, I genuinely feel like that would have been the case, but they value her, so.
Yeah, and it would look stupid.
She is a great talent.
They would look like morons if they did it. They
would look bad.
Oh, because her husband left or whatever. Like they look.
I could have just seen
stupid.
them doing something like, "Oh, well, don't worry, because we didn't take her off commentary because we don't like her. We took her off because she's getting her own show coming up, And then it just, so they try and fight it, and later on it just ends up getting delayed or something. But that would be their excuse.
Yeah.
And then also Tyler Breeze could be joined by Fandango down in NXT. Reports state that Fandango is going to be showing up at the Performance Center and gearing up for a surprise NXT appearance. So that's their goal with him. They want to get him down there to possibly work with Tyler Breeze again, but also do some stuff down in NXT on his own. So. And then they might move a few other people from the main roster back down or to NXT. That's been discussed recently.
Well, they moved Road Dogg down there. He seems to be very happy too, by the way.
How could you not be? I mean, that's kind of like the sacred ground at this point. And then Ty Dillinger, aka Sean Spears, reveals that he was talking to Vince before he left, and he was doing some interviews now after signing with AEW. Congrats to him. And he said that if you're watching the product and two guys come out and you're able to tell already what the finish of the match is based just on entrances alone, that's a problem. Because now we're giving an audience an opportunity to change the channel or to, press buttons on their phone. They don't care. They're not invested. And he really is genuinely right about that. When two people are coming out, and I know, Ty Dillinger's coming out, and so is, R-Truth. And we're like, oh, okay, R-Truth's winning. We know that because he's got... So there's no reason to be invested in the match. He says, and this is what I said to the chairman. I said, with all due respect, I think we're insulting their intelligence. And he just kind of looked at me and went, oh, shit.
Wow.
But he is right. I mean, he said that, superstars need to gain and maintain credibility and not necessarily be receiving a push, but just maintain credibility in order to be taken seriously by audiences. If he came out and won a few matches in a row, he doesn't need to be pushed and go for the IC title and all that, but just win, regularly. Now when he comes out and he does lose, it's a big deal. Or if he, there's ways to balance things and make it a little more unpredictable than to just have, oh, EC3's coming out. We know who he's facing, and he's going to lose. You know, that's the thing. So there are better ways to handle the undercard.
I agree. It's horrible. It's fucking terrible. I mean, I don't know.
And the last little bit of news that I had, I think it was Rostafa sent me this before. And I
Rostafa.
Wrestle Circus said that, have you attended a WWE or NXT show in June? And have you ever, or never have you ever attended a Wrestle Circus show before? Listen up. If you purchase a ticket to our upcoming show on June 23rd and it does not exceed the experience you had at either WWE show, we will give you your money back. Yeah. They said, as someone who personally attended Raw in Austin on June 3rd and was completely dissatisfied with the product and experience, we'd like to extend an offer to new fans to give us a shot. After the show, if you don't feel we exceeded the entertainment value of the WWE or NXT show you attended in June, we will give you a full refund. See you at the circus. And the owner, Al Leonard, signs off. So,
is Rich Brennan still doing commentary over there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That I'm not positive of. But I just found it very interesting that was kind of like their offer. They should be careful with the NXT offers, though, because NXT house shows have been pretty goddamn good. So
yeah.
You saw, the match of a lifetime there. You've said multiple times with Connor. So
yeah, and Lowell.
But WWE events, yeah, they're definitely leaving a lot to be desired.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I wish I was down there, man, in Wrestle Circus. I wish I was one of those good promotions, man. That'd be a lot of fun.
I would love to see you in something like that, commentating. And
yeah, those are great. Fortunately, I picked the one that didn't give a fuck about anything. They
didn't want to put the DVDs out,
Yeah, I picked the place that is dumb.
Over
other places.
About Alberto Del Rio launching his own, promotion. I just,
since nobody else will hire him, he's going to make his own.
Pretty much.
Maybe I should go there too. We could something in common.
It's Nacion Lucha Libre, and it's set for its first show July 11th. Him and Chavo Guerrero have joined hands to launch this new promotion. And I'm sorry, I cannot stand Del Rio. I never enjoyed him at all.
Wait a minute. Oh, my
they're
God.
Joined by MVP, Carlito, Ricardo Rodriguez, LAX, and Pentagon have been penciled to compete.
I can't believe he's going to work with fucking Chavo after what happened in Lucha Underground.
I know.
Like no. I'm sorry. If anybody knows the backstory to that. Oh my God, they're gonna fucking be partners after all that. Oh my God.
Bury the hatchet quick.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my, I'm like looking stuff up now, like this is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he's coming. Oh. Él viene a casa con papi. Oh my God, there he is. They are doing this shit.
Yep.
Oh my God, the fucking perro comes home to the casa. Come home to papi. Give me a kiss. Oh my God. Forgive and forget. Oh my God, perdona y olvida. Holy shit, bro.
I'm just shocked that they're working together.
Dude, the shit that Chavo talked about fucking goddamn Del Rio, and now they're working together.
Incessantly. I was trying to find some of the direct quotes, but he shit all over Del. He was so pissed because Del Rio was screwing over a lot of people in Lucha as well, and not showing up to dates and missed appearances and hard to work with.
Olvidar el pasado. What?
All that shit's in the past now because of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love the money. I love the money. Amor dinero. Amor dinero. Let's go. Buenos noches. Show me the money. Show papi the money. Amo el dinero, motherfucker. You're going to fucking start a promotion? Oh, yeah. We're going to start a promotion together. We're going to fucking fornicate. Get the band back together, man. Get the band back together. Aguantar la banda. Yeah. Sorry, I just can't believe you just told me that. That's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. When does it start?
July 11th.
July 11th. That's not many days away.
Yeah, exactly. Got a month to go, and we're going to see that implode. First and only show.
And they're going to start planning in 28 days. 28. We're
30 days
28.
to go. We're gonna figure out details in 29.
The Lucha Libre 28. On 28. Fucking 28 days. We will fucking get together and start beginning to write the Lucha Libre storylines. It's going to be amazing. And
Speaking of amazing,
28 days. What?
R-Truth, still amazing. He put up an update video of him in the crate still saying help with a capital help. Somebody tell him my phone is about to die and I'm trapped in a blue box. It's headed to L.A. for Monday Night Raw. He said it's hard to breathe in here with a hashtag. And he's like, I still got the European Championship. I need you to come find me with a crowbar, and you see him inside there with lighting a lighter in front of his face for light. It's friggin' hilarious. He's done such a good job with this. I really can't praise him enough.
I apologize to all the Spanish-speaking people in here for how I just butchered your language. I apologize. I am sorry
more
about
than
that.
I can speak.
El Once de Julio. What's up, DJ? How you doing, man? All right. I think that does it, man. I think I'm gonna play some. Speaking of Spanish, Diablo. I think I'm gonna play some Diablo. Maybe some hockey. I'm gonna play hockey because I gotta get revenge virtually in a hockey game tonight. I have to get virtual hockey revenge tonight.
Oh, you know what I want to say really quick too? Is a side note. How fucked up is this? You ready? So Kyle Martin, friend of the show, he's donated and whatnot. Good guy. He messages me before saying that he was leaving the eye surgeon. And I was like, what the fuck happened? I thought you were going to the dentist. He's at the dentist, and the dentist drops the drill that he's using on one of his teeth. It hits his cheekbone and goes into his eye.
Ugh!
Didn't, pierce it, I guess, but cut the corner of his eye and, scratched it. So now he's got an eye patch on. He had to go to the ophthalmologist, and he said, I felt like my life came full circle with me as Jack Sparrow stuck in, a Final Destination movie. They still charged him full price for the dental work, so he had to go get his eye fixed with holes, 3 holes in his teeth, or 3 teeth with holes in them. Then he had to leave the eye doctor to go back to the dentist to get the teeth finished.
Now, if you'd fix my teeth after that happened, assuming I didn't get a bill from the doctor, right?
Yeah.
Assuming you pay for the doctor bill and my teeth, if you call the teeth free, I might accept that.
Yeah.
But you're going to charge me now for my teeth? I'm suing the shit out of you.
That's what I said to him. He said he dropped the drill into my cheekbone, but he was heavily sedated at this point in time from what they were doing to his mouth. So he couldn't really react. He said, I felt it go in. It bounced up underneath the glasses that they make you wear, so there was nowhere for the drill to go but into my eye. He said, I didn't know what happened at first because it almost knocked me out. Then I realized the blood spurting everywhere. He said I was under sedation, so the guy blamed it on oil or some shit on the drill, said it was slippery. And he said, I had no insurance, so I already had to pay for the dental bill, and then I had to pay for the eye surgery bill. I was like, well, make sure you sue the shit out of him. He's like, I'm hoping I don't have any vision impairment. He won't know anything, but,
Go to an eye exam and do bad on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. R, triangle.
Hold on a minute.
Toaster.
L7 5BCE, and then when you get to the bad eye, just go. Did you
Elmo?
Get
Toaster.
Get the
Did
first.
you turn the lights off?
Get the first 2 right. Get like R S L. Did you move the thing a little bit? I can't see it. Where are you? Then go to the fucking bank, man. Sue the shit out of that guy. You know, I mean, you know, because that's fucked up, dude. That's at least $50,000 as far as I'm concerned.
Pain and suffering. That was a nightmare scenario. I've had some nightmare shit happen to me in hospitals, but that's fucked. That is so bad. That is so awful. And he's not the first person. I swear to shit on Danny that he's not the first person I've heard where something similar to that has happened.
No, you listen. When somebody drops a drill and fucking cuts you in half when they're your dentist, that is like.
That's not hitting a nerve or accidentally nicking a gum or making you bleed. You know, that's. I'm
not the suing type. So like, if you hurt me pretty bad, but you're like, listen, we really don't want to have a lawsuit, that type of shit. Like I'm really sorry that this is insane. We just fucked you up. You know, the dental work is free, obviously, and we'll pay for whatever the doctor bill is, and we'll give you another free visit. And is that cool with you? I mean, is that enough? What do you think? And I'd probably say, all right, mistakes happen, fuck it. You know what I mean?
But it sounds like they weren't apologetic.
But
really
if you're just like, oh, fucking whatever, oops, here's the bill, though, like, I would be like, well, now I'm suing you because you're a dickhead. Like, because I don't want to sue. But if you're a dickhead, like, now I'm going to sue you. Like, what the fuck? Like, you go to the hospital, that's not... Well, definitely he has to pay for the hospital bill. That's not even, like, a question. To me. That's like you know, if a surgeon's doing something and then he accidentally cuts your arm off, I mean, or whatever the fuck. Anyway, we're taking phone calls, so here they come. 618.
By the way, Brandon from Scotland, much love. He's a huge fan of you and I in the show. So.
Brandon from who?
From Scotland.
Yo, what's
so
up,
after we go ahead...
It's because I was like, I will never go to your country.
But this came in my Twitter before the show started. What are the odds of that what are the odds of that shit?
That's really funny. I was like, I will not go to Scotland, you fucking assholes.
Oops. Thanks, Brandon.
Hey, I'm Scottish a little bit. But yeah, thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it, man. And fucking oops. I mean, hey, he's probably thinking, yeah, that's the worst thing in America. People get fucking raped with sticks and shot.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, 618, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hey, YR, play this on the fucking show, man. Hey, Salty Cameron and Rosie O'Donnell.
What? All right. But if I'm telling you, man, I'm sorry to the Scottish people out there. I really am. I mean, listen.
I know there's some good ones, but that's the thing. There's some good ones everywhere. But the majority of, it's not always the citizens or the people. It's the governments and those in charge that just suck.
I always go back to the whole guy, the guy who stalked the Trayvon Martin guy. It's like, don't get out of your car.
Zimmerman.
Don't follow him. So then he gets out of the car, starts a fight, knowing he has a gun. Or confronts the guy knowing he has a gun, pulls the gun out, shoots the kid. He gets off for free. A woman fires a warning shot at her husband who she thought was going to kill her, and she gets 15 years in jail for firing a warning shot.
Yeah.
So
there was a guy the other day that had someone break into his home, and he fired a few warning shots, and apparently the warning shot was through this guy's torso, and he died on his stairs.
Well, that's
out.
That's not a warning shot.
That's what I'm saying. And he had an assault rifle, and he stood his ground, and there's no charges against him. But he did, I guess, obviously the authorities were called, but it was a whole big mess, and it's like, damn.
All right, let's try another phone.
Hey, the Stomping Grounds pay-per-view is the first pay-per-view in this area in Washington since, 2011.
Yeah, 8 years, you were saying.
Whoa.
That's why I was surprised that it wasn't sold out more, because Money in the Bank was a huge deal being in Connecticut. Same thing with NXT right after,
The main event for that show was, John Cena and The Miz, I think it was, in, an I Quit match. It had the worst attendance in a WWE pay-per-view in their history. And that was at the Key Arena. There was a guy on Twitter that said he was there.
Uh-huh.
But I I just wanted to ask you guys a question. How would you fix the main roster? Like the one thing that you would do.
Number one, I would gut half the talent. Number two, I would let the talent cut their own promos. Probably what I would start doing is I'd fire a lot of the writers. I would start giving the wrestlers bullet points instead of scripts, and start having. I would have a class every morning before you went on the air about what you can and can't say on TV and why. Therefore, it would allow the talent to sort of riff a little more. Let them know we do have a dump button. So if something happens, we have a dump button. But
yeah, we got 7 seconds.
So we would have more classes on what you can and can't say on TV and why. But we would let the talent read with bullet points.
Yeah, give them improv classes to take.
Mm-hmm.
No,
fuck improv. Well,
that's what you want. You want them to be able to riff and be able to go ahead and come up with things on the fly.
I guess we would do improv. Could be okay, but it's just like I would definitely go for that, and I would then,
especially if you're giving them bullet points, you want it to have a free flowing.
Based on that response, I would see what's going on, see who worked and didn't work. I'd bring the people that didn't work in the back, and I would say, "Listen, this don't work. That didn't work. Try again. If it doesn't work again, I would change their character or try to be like, what do you want your character to be? What do you want to do?" And I would try to let that go. And by doing all this, I would start to whittle down some people and fire some people, because I'd say, all right, we let them do this, it didn't work. We tried our idea with them, it didn't work. Their idea, it didn't work. Get rid of this fucking guy. Seeing him, we couldn't do it when we were reading scripts. Now he can't do it when he's got fucking no script. Just this fucking guy has no character. Fuck him. So I would bring in new people, and I would keep letting people go until shit stuck. And I'd be like, dude, I want a roster full of people that stick. I want a roster full of this guy comes out, it's hot, that guy comes out, it's hot. Not a roster of, okay, there's that guy, and now there's this guy, and some people like all of them. I want most of the fans to like everybody. I don't want everybody to have their favorite.
I would like to interview all the wrestlers and say, no, you can't give them each person creative control, but I would like to personally say, what do you like about your current character? What do you not like? What do you wish you could change? And I would heavily go off of their suggestions, because I feel like if they're happier with the, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to be champion tomorrow, but if you could, say things that you want to say, or who do you want to work with? Who do you not want to work with? What do you have? I would want to have everybody's input be considered. And, honestly, because, what if somebody says, well, I would love to see my character, stray away from being a ballerina. I want to be a biker now. That kind of shit. God knows what, but you don't know what people have to offer until you see all their talents. And, I would do that. I would change some of the pay-per-views around where I would get rid of a few. Absolutely. I would remove, like, Stomping Grounds would not be happening.
Ugh.
I would be building to the next show and skip over Stomping Grounds. You have to know who you're writing for. Exactly, Treehouse, So I would want to know, what do you want to be said? What do you want us to say for you? What do you want to do in the future? That's one thing. But my main thing would to get away from the monopoly that is creative. Vince having 100% of the say-so would be the first and only true change that I would want to see implemented. I think things would really right there, the course correction would happen naturally past that. Because when you have, 12 writers, 9 of them agree that this is great. They write something that apparently was going to be really good. It gets to Vince and he says, forget it, I'm going to write it myself. That can't happen. So, and I would also get, like Joe said, I would change a lot of the writing things. I would like to have like 6 wrestlers and 6 of the, reality show drama people, because then you can get, the best of both worlds. You get some people that have lived it and breathed it and taken bumps and are good for the business, and the other 6 know how to make a good story and make it compelling and keep it stretched out from week to week and not just throw punches. And so I think the combination of those few things, and it's not a huge to do. I wouldn't bring it down to just, like Darel said, 5 pay-per-views, but I would have your main 4. I would put Money in the Bank back on WrestleMania. I would only have the one briefcase, and we could alternate. There's a way to do it. Do the men's at SummerSlam, the women's at Mania, and then you have it twice a year. It's split up. So this way you always have a briefcase out there, and make it so you're not cashing in the same night. I would bring back King of the Ring. There's a lot of things, but
because I just feel like there's so much wrestling right now. Like there's almost too much. Like I don't know if any of you guys watched 205 Live. I don't know if you watched it last night. Jack Gallagher faced fucking Chad Gable, and it was amazing. It was a count. It ended in a goddamn count out, but it was great. But Chad Gable looks like fucking EC3's brother.
Yeah, I saw his new look. His name being Gable, spelt out with all the periods in between, and he's got the zip up. Yeah, he with the curly hair, it looks ridiculous.
Because the storylines suck, but the in-ring work is still fantastic. I mean, there's going to always be botches. I guess The Miz. I didn't see SmackDown very much of it. I guess he botched. He fell off the rope or whatever the hell he did.
Yeah, there was a lot of botching on SmackDown. And Raw. There was on Raw, too. The women's matches on Raw were horrendous, filled with botches.
Oh, yeah. Cesaro, what was it? I hope he's okay. The 630 that Ricochet did. I guess he landed on something, I guess on Cesaro's knee or
his
whatever
ankle.
the fuck.
Yeah.
I want it to be better, but I feel like there's so much. It's so watered down because there's so much. And the casual fan, because you got Shane McMahon is on both shows, so he's feuding with The Miz and he's feuding with Roman Reigns. Like a casual viewer, I'm not a casual viewer, but if you look at them, I know they want people, say they're shit and they're what's wrong with WWE a lot of the times, but you can't expect them to follow that. I'm just waiting for Shane McMahon to challenge Kofi at this point because
I'd fire Brock Lesnar. I'd retire The Undertaker.
I'm just waiting for Shane versus Brock at this point.
You know how much money we could do without Brock? Christ. Yeah, I know it's coming. Shane's going to be the biggest deal in the company. He's going to be the number one heel, and he's going to have every belt. He's going to be the reverse Roman. We're laughing now, but he's going to be, he's going to hold a belt soon. I see the way they're doing it. And how much would that kill you if you're Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon has a title before you,
Yeah, I'd be fucking livid.
What are you going to do there? Motherfucker, now I want to be the champion. Where's fucking O'Connor? Yeah. Well, we should get out of here. Scott, thanks, man.
So glad you called, Scott. Thank you.
I hope you have fun at the show. I hope it doesn't suck. I mean,
Well, I'll be on to the if you look at the camera side, I'll be off to the right, about 13 rows up. The tickets look. Hopefully, it's a good show. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I remember when Great Balls of Fire was pretty good, but
yeah, I don't have a lot of hope. But I didn't have a lot of hope for Money in the Bank, and it wasn't awful. So I mean,
just the ending of the show is what pissed me off. With Lesnar cashing in, that's the reason I didn't like Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that left a bad taste in my mouth as well.
A lot of people said that.
Yeah. The live crowd was
all right, see you, Scott.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to play some games in a second here, maybe. I don't know for how long. I may not play for more than 10 minutes, but we'll find out.
Trying to get some computer parts as well. A buddy of mine's helping me out. He does stuff he has his eBay store, so.
Oh, yeah. You need
trying to see if I can, because my computer is a piece of shit. I can't run like OBS and Skype at the same time without it just crashing.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm getting in that area too.
You're not far off. So the motherboard I have is okay, and CPU's all right. So
I know my motherboard is cheap. I bought a cheap motherboard, which is stupid, but I did it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if I can, put a graphics card in this, because right now it's just the graphics card off the motherboard. Because I miss playing Diablo. It'd be good to get back into that. You and I are having fun for a while, so
that would be cool, man. I got so many people on there now. It's like fucking crazy.
Well, Drew was playing too, right?
I don't think Drew was. No,
who was playing then, or was it
a lot of people like NickY J?
Okay,
that guy Jordan, which I never know what his real name is on YouTube and shit anymore, so I never know when he's online, but I know he's in the game. Also, a couple other people I met on Twitch, And there's somebody else who plays too from the community, and I can't remember. And also Jeff94 plays too, but he's not the one I was forgetting. But
yeah, nice. So you got a good community going on.
Yeah, I mean, like I like to play solo a lot, so like 80% of the time I just don't even want to play with people. But a lot of times it's like, hell yeah, there's people I can play with now. That's awesome. So I have fun playing with people. You know, unless you're doing like runs or something that you need to do solo, I love it. I love that there's people I can play Diablo with. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
And I'm ready for Halo, so look out.
Oh, the new one, the cinematic got me excited.
Dude, I'm not joking.
Exclusive.
I started tearing up, and I'm not kidding. I know that's wiki gay. I started tearing up during the fucking Halo trailer. I was like, oh my god.
I was so excited.
I always make fun of those people, like in like the Star Wars things and stuff. They're like, oh my god, he said Yoda. Like they're like Star Wars, and then they show the thing, and it's like Yoda, and like
one guy, you know,
only like his hand or like something like that, and the guy's like, oh my god.
The one guy that was freaking out because he heard the Emperor's laugh, and
like
he was literally like, crying on his honeymoon.
Yeah, and then the guy's like, oh, that's the Emperor. I know that. Like I know, like I hate that, but it's like I did that. I couldn't help it. I was watching the Halo trailer. I fucking was that guy. I can't help it.
I was just overly excited because I mean, there's it seems like they're really putting a lot into this because it's going to go ahead and be the forefront of the next console launch. So
and it's like to go back to the classic look is what gets me because that was the best. Like the Halo 4 and 5 and some of the other stuff was like, what the fuck is this? This is So I'm happy about that. I couldn't give a shit about the Avengers game, to be honest. But.
I'm confused still for what it's going to be. I mean, people don't know a lot about it yet. They didn't show any gameplay at the Square Enix conference, and then they went ahead and I guess they had some behind closed doors, and I was listening to like Layman Gaming talk about it before. Yeah. And they said it's kind of like God of War meets Spider-Man, like the PlayStation Spider-Man that came out. And it could be fun, but is it all just single player or there's a lot of I wish they showed more.
We don't know yet. Yeah, we just know that none of them look like each other.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they couldn't use the movie license. So they should have made it like more comic book-esque than how they did it, I feel.
Cyberpunk looked all right, I guess, too.
Yeah, with you got Keanu Reeves in that. That's going to be exciting. I really like CD Projekt Red. The Witcher was great, and they usually do a really good job. They put a lot into this game. So
I was trying to enjoy the Cyberpunk trailer and the game and everything, and then I couldn't because I had to masturbate when Keanu Reeves came out.
He was so excited to be on the stage. Like, that made me genuinely happy. So,
are you guys gonna see Bill and Ted 3?
I can't wait for that. I still haven't seen the third John Wick movie. I'm sad. I wanted to see that in the worst way.
Oh, it's loud. It's loud. I haven't seen it yet either, but I know I'm excited. I'm a DVD guy with those movies, but they're good. I mean, they're good enough to see in the movies.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I can't hear you anymore because of the audio. So
hang on a minute.
I will bid you adieu. No. This way you can hop into gaming. I will bid you adieu, and I will hit you up tomorrow. And everybody have a great night.
Fucking Kenny Omega? What the fuck?
Fucking A right. Go and get your revenge.
I'm going to get my revenge on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's right. Now. Bring some glory back to that Bruins name.
Dude, Zdeno Chara looks like he cried during the press conference. Like he was like really freaking out.
I believe it. I still am kind of shocked the way it played out. So
it's awful.
First period, 2 goals. I was like, oh, you can come back.
I would have taken the thing is we just went to their place and beat the shit out of them 5-2, 5-1, 7-1 one time. It was I would have taken a 3-2 loss. I would have taken an overtime loss, a 3-2 loss, but a fucking just fucking almost scoring and then not scoring and then they scored on stupid shit. That was just enraging to watch. It was enraging.
Yeah, that was infuriating for sure, no doubt.
For me, I mean, no one else.
Well,
you know what? The other thing that was annoying was everybody that was like, "Oh, I'm sick of Boston winning," and I'm like, "No." I know, I get it, but to me, it's we've only won once in 30-something years.
It's just a stigma because
I'm not
of the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm not lumping the Patriots together in this. I'll trade a fucking. I was thinking about what I would trade. I think I would trade a Patriots Super Bowl, for this for sure because I love hockey's my favorite sport pretty much. So, it's dude, Fuck that. Anyway. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you later. Bye.
All right, everybody, stay sexy. I'll cut you later, Joe. Everybody have a good night.
Sounded like you said you'd cut me later.
Oh, I won't cut you. I'll cuddle you.
Yeah.
We'll spoon. Then we'll fork.
I want you to cuddle fuck me.
Then we'll spork.
Oh, I like that. That's when both ends go in.
That's right. That's docking.
Yeah.
Bro job. Later, babies.
All right, man. I'll see you, bro.
Stance on her.
I don't know how long I'm going to play, so please make Skype stop ringing. I don't know, man. I need to turn the volume down. I'm on Twitch. Oh, no, I'm not. Not yet. Hold on. All right, now am I on Twitch yet? Jesus. I'm starting the broadcast now on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. Come on over to the Purple Place on Twitch if you'd like. I don't know how long I'll be streaming, but if it's a party, maybe I will. Maybe if it's a party. Johnny Busick. Oh! All right, let me figure everything out here. Oh my God. What? Did you see that guy stop that shot with his stick on the flat ice? That was ridiculous. What in the hell? What the hell? Gotta fix my camera. Man, I really gotta fix my camera. It's all fucked up. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later if I get angry and I play PUBG. Maybe I'll throw some weird random new game in that I've never played before. Or I'll just play Diablo. Here's Gretzky on a breakaway. Oh my God! Gets it back, and Anderson with the save! Oh, McAvoy. McAvoy with the dive. Look at that dive. Fucks up. Gorilla Strong, thanks to the host, Gorilla. What's up to everybody in the Purple Place? I don't know how long I'm going to be gaming for, though, to be honest. Might call it a night soon. I think that link will work, I hope. If you need the link. Oh. Get a 5-on-3 going here. Another penalty. Another penalty shot. Oh my God. The fucking post again. That's 3 posts this game. You fuck! I just yelled at that guy. Definitely heard me say that because I had the microphone on. I go, you fuck. Oh my God. It won't go in, dude. This is like the real Bruins. This is like the real fucking Bruins from tonight. Won't go in the fucking net. All right, let's figure this out. You never know what's going to happen on Twitch later. Who knows what could go down. Gillette David Ortiz down on that one. Yeah? Want me to hurt somebody? I told you, man. I'll go fucking hurt somebody for Ortiz. Let's make it happen. I will hurt somebody for Ortiz. God damn it. Oh, we're winning this one. There it is. 5-on-4. Oh my God. It's a big power play, man. It's a big power play. Oh my God, dude. What a block. Wow, what a save. Gibson, you beast. If only Tuukka Rask wasn't a piece of shit. Oh, man. Wow, saw that pass coming. He still got it to the guy. That puck would not settle, dude. This is intense right now. This is intense. Forsberg moves it to Kessel. How's the chat doing? Kessel dances around in the slot. Shot on the 5-hole attempt was closed up by Anderson. The Maple Leafs want some again, everybody. Tarasenko! Tarasenko! I rigged it! I took the Blues players for my own! This guy's pissed. He paused the game. Oh, look at that lady's ass. Holy shit, I'd eat lobster out of her. Holy shit. I'd eat lobster out of her. I feel better already. Oh, God, what a save! Gibson absolutely robs! Oh, my God! Gibson with the save of a lifetime! 1, 2, 3! It doesn't go in for the Maple Leafs! Holy crap! I'm broadcasting my audio to this guy, too. If he's got his fucking speakers on, he's gotta be pissed right now. I'm a dickhead. Oh, here come the Bruins. One-timer looking in front. Kane missed it. Kane goes back to the point to a coin. A coin tees it up, and a blocker save by Anderson to keep Toronto within one of the Bruins. Let's just do play-by-play of hockey. Bruins win another one. Back to the point. A coin shuffles it up to Gretzky. Back to a coin. Coin steps into a one. Oh my goodness, a blistering shot from the point. A coin back to get it again. Gets it over to Busick. Busick trails back to the point. Dumps it up to a coin. Behind the net goes the puck to absolutely no one, it looks like. And now Kane wins it back to Gretzky. Gretzky in the slot. And scores! Top shelf Wayne Gretzky! Oh! The magic continues in Boston! Sorry. This guy hates me. This guy definitely hates me, bro. And I'm making him watch the whole fucking thing, so he's, you know, he's really pissed. No, if I was the guy from AEW, I would have said, I would have said, score! That's what he would have done. Everybody laying out in front, but the puck missed the net. Nash tries to get it through traffic to Forsberg. The goalie's been pulled. McAvoy trails back, can't intercept the puck. Ping-pongs around, and Gibson swats it out. And now here's Kessel looking for a freebie on the backhand. It goes wide. The Leafs desperately trying to get it in the zone, but they turn it over. Vlasic now scoots it around. Vlasic taking it all the way into the zone. Fires and scores. Stick a fork in them. They're done. Quattro. Vlasic looked like he hadn't smelled a goal in about 3 years as he zigzagged his way through the trenches to get that freebie goal for the empty net of Toronto. And now Vlasic again with the puck, and again's going to go on tour and then just dumps it back to end the game. I feel better. I feel better. I feel so much better about shit right now. I feel way better about everything. I feel better about life. I feel better about the world. Oh. What? Yeah, go fuck your mother too, you fuck. Report that, you cunt. Sorry, the guy said something to me. Hey, we had equal shots, 25 shots to 25 shots. Oh, he's got to be pissed about that. 1 goal, 25 shots, dude. That's that guy got screwed, you know. I'm mad, dude. We're fucking winning. I'm so mad right now. Dude, I want to fight myself, dude. There's a fucking bug in here and I'm going to kill it. It's fucking been driving me nuts. That's it. You've lived long enough, motherfucker. Elias, thanks for the host. Glick Glory, thanks for the host. BMLJ 1999, thank you for the host. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm so mean. I had a dream of beating myself up. I might just fucking go
We've got a new
bed.
Twitch follower. Hell yeah, take my pants off. Uh-huh.
Oh shit, the what is it fucking the Waking Vein? What up, Waking Vein? Thanks for following me on Twitch. I'm gonna take some dishes upstairs. Well, I went out and did what anybody else would do when they win a game of NHL. Grab a fucking ice cream. Woo! Nobody wants to see me eat this ice cream, so let's take the video off. Ah. Oh, boy. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Yeah, I'm sorry about last week. Sunday Night Gaming will be back on Sunday night. Maybe. Sunday Night Gaming. Every Sunday around 10. Or who knows when. What is the fucking point? Do-do-do-do. Wow. Yikes. Yikes. I'm not thinking. See that poke away? What a poke away. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Oh, it's a penalty. All that all that shit to draw a penalty. Yeah, Jessup, I want to die, bro. Oh, in front. Pietrangelo draws a penalty. Oh. Don't worry, this will be my last. I think this is my last game. I'm getting the fuck out of here anyway. You won't have to hear me munch on the ice cream much longer. McAvoy! Oh, fuck, Gretzky. 5-on-3. Come on, man. Here we go. Don't fuck it up. 5-on-3. Wow, he just committed another penalty. Give me the 5-on-2. Come on. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. What in the fuck? Oh my god, dude. This fucking game right now. What the fuck? 2 minutes of a fucking penalty, though. Oh my god, what a save. Oh, what a save again! Another one! Boom! And finally Gretzky buries it! Take that, Dallas. Ooh. Oh. Look at that steal. How do you miss that? Oh! He shot it for me. My team is just made up of anybody. All right, let's fucking go! My team is just made up of anybody, whoever I got in my fucking card packs. Boom! And oh my god! A coin is used in his head like a punching bag! Cernik's face was like an old woman and her wallet at a bad mechanic. What the fuck did I just say? I'm fucking doing 3 things at once. Giordano. Oh! Gustafsson. Yeah, I'm just kind of having fun with this guy. I don't know. I got like 6 games in a row in the wins column, so I think they're all 12-year-olds. Oh! Whoops. Oops. Everybody make sure you guys are... Oh my god, I almost scored on myself. Make sure you guys are patrons. If you're not, whatever, but just check it out. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. A few things went up the other day. You might have missed a bunch of shit. If 300 of you all became patrons right now for $1 or $2 a month, do you have $1 or $2 a month? Do you have $1 or $2 a month? Or $5 a month? Or $25 to become a producer? But if you have $1, $2, or $5 a month, you can get a whole bunch of shit on Patreon and keep the show on the air. $1 or $2 a month? A cup of coffee a month or less? Do you have a couple dollars a month for a Patreon? There's a couple dollars a month from DC Derek. By the way, DC Derek dropped $1,000. I know, God, $1,000. Yeah, that'd be crazy. 1,000 bits. He dropped 1,000 bits the other day, but it was like only an hour left in the stream on the weekly thing, so it got reset very quickly. So I just wanted to shout that out again because it was only up for like 45 minutes because it resets every Sunday night, I think, or something like that. And it was Sunday night when he donated it. So thank you, DC Derek, for the 200 bits. Somebody's on the board in first place. Oh, I'm offsides, huh? You fucking asshole referee. Suck a fucking dick, referee! I have to pour some fucking syrup all over that referee's mother. What the fuck?! Ooh, Marcus Naslin. You want some, Marcus? Want some Marcus Naslin? Marcus Naslin lost his fucking helmet! And then I fucking humped him afterwards. Yeah, you get every episode of Corrupted. At $2, you get all the audio files. So really go for $2 a month, because then you get all the audio downloads. For $1, you just get the YouTube links, which you do have access to, every one of them. But you know how YouTube is, so I'd go $2. Oh, wow. Missed that, Gretzky. Oh! Get up! Score! Come on! Thanks, DC Derek. Oh. Oh my God. Really? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. It wouldn't go. Fuck off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hit him. Boom! The fuck down, baby. Oh, Kastle, my God! Oh my God! People are just getting drilled. I'll take the puck. Oh, get in the fucking net. Get in the fucking net. Zetterberg with a breakaway. I'm way too amped up right now for this shit. That's icing. Oh. Oh, good keep. Otherwise, that was scary. Oh, in front, my God! This fucking Gustafsson is on fire right now! In front! And he couldn't put it home! Back to Van Riemsdyk! Van Riemsdyk going around the net! In front! Van Riemsdyk misses wide! McAvoy just dumps it back in! Gustafsson is on fire in net right now for Dallas! Pietrangelo turns it over! Naslin! Offsides! Oh my God, he was offsides! Thornton has his pocket picked. Talk about lag. It's dumped up to Nash. Here we go. Rick Nash tripped. Dallas knows what they're doing, huh? The trips. Fucking, this is the wrong way. Gretzky. Look at Gretzky setting it up. Watch Gretzky with the pass in front. Kane is robbed by Gustafsson. Giordano turns around.
One timer, did they score? Oh, what a ricochet! Giordano turns around. One timer, did they score? Oh, what a ricochet!
What the fuck is wrong with
I just realized that gimmick Jericho had a few years ago with the List and Owens, which at the time I thought was decent, now seems like God mode compared to the shit we have. Reigns will never be the next Cena, nor will there be another Cena.
I agree. I agree, Dickie Nas. I agree. I agree. Dickie Nas, thank you for the $4, man. You're right. If it's the way that things are right now, it's never going to happen. And I mean, the list got done because of Jericho and Jeremy Jacobs. And, you know, without Jeremy Jacobs coming up with that, or rather Jimmy Jacobs coming up with that, you know, and Jericho being able to be the guy that he's writing it for, it would have never gotten passed. You know, they would have said probably no to everybody else that would have wanted to do that. Wow, that guy was horrible. I should have been winning like 4-0. 21 shots to 3 shots. Time on attack. That guy didn't even have a fucking minute of time on attack time. 15-4 on the face-offs. Holy Christ. That's crazy. I just figured I'd lose my mind while playing this game. I don't know. But thank you very much, Dickie Nas. I think it's probably time for me to go to work on some stuff and get off of the gaming shit. Here. Work on some Patreon. I got to record something. I got to do some things. Fucking leg. Goddamn leg hurts. Am I getting a blood clot? Let's hope so. Imagine that. Imagine, like, I mean, people get them all the time, but I mean, I'd imagine it, you know? That would be fucking terrifying. Just all of a sudden, you know, fucking, you know, you get a blood clot all of a sudden. You know? That would be weird. Me and my son, my oldest son Gavin, played Halo the other day. It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I thought oh no, I didn't tape any of it. I didn't record any of it. It was fun though. Anyway, peace out. I'm going to go record something and play Diablo while I do it. Stretch, Joe. That's a good idea, Tiki. I should stretch. That's no doubt about it. That's definitely something I should do. I do agree with you. You are correct. I should be stretching out. Hope you guys liked Outta Nowhere earlier. Shout out to everybody who came over to the Twitter place. Thank you, Denise. I saw your message too. I agree with you. I know that. I'm surprised they haven't come from me yet. Mr. Kincaid, thanks, man. I think they'll be all right. Just, you know, you're out of your mind. You watch a whole season like the Bruins this year. And that's just... You know, we won the Stanley Cup in Vancouver in 2011. I was like, oh, it'd be so great to win it at home, you know, in Chicago, and then Chicago beat us. And then it'd be great to do it tonight. Oh, they got beat again. So it's too bad. Thank you to everybody who signed up on Patreon. And Dickie Nas, DC, Derek, and everybody else who donated tonight. Thank you earlier in the Out of Nowhere. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Throwdown on the Corrupted YouTube channel. And I'll see everybody else in the morning for the Patreon Morning Madness podcast and all the other podcasts that will be up there on Patreon.